Are you ready? Oh, perfect timing. It's a raid. So, one room over, my wife. Hello. Wait, that's slightly transparent? How the fuck did I do that? How did I make my fucking loading bar partially transparent? Don't worry, it's fine. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed Blueprints, babe. But, are people ready for the fucking thing? 1 second. I beat it. Oh, I guess you don't have to play it anymore. Okay. The thing is, I am going. I haven't decided on how I want to do this yet. Actually, wait. Let me do this way. I haven't planned for most of this. I have a vague plan because I was like, oh shit. I have time off for the amount of time I wanted for the debut. I have to make my plans within a few days. But I don't need fucking scary music. Anyway, I guess we're doing it from the top down. I guess if you haven't been following the shit on twitter.com and bluesky.sky, but I'm going to start slowly moving it into frame. Hello, Molo guy. Look, there's a new one. Do you like the new one? I'm slowly moving into frame. Oh, I have to shrink down a little bit to fit the whole fucking thing. Looky! There it is. I'm very incredibly satisfied with how this has come out. I did a decent amount of time on the design. Of course that's already. I'm not going to change my name. There will be more. I actually just got a whip for another new model like a few days ago. So, you know, that's how things are going. I'm excited for that one too, but this is the focus today. Might have to change my mouse sensitivity. Fuck. That's fine. We'll deal with it. It's a speaker. You see? It's lore. Follow my VTuber, but those aren't real. I bet they don't. They're not even. They are a collective hallucination. But so yeah, this is the base, the chassis of the robot, as I've mentally been calling it. But there's a lot of things that, well, not a lot, because I point at myself. I'm the stupid. I'm the stupid, and I forget I have toggles that I can use. So I've been downsizing on the amount of toggles I get on stuff. But like, I guess the first main one is costume toggle, and blah. This is probably how it's mostly gonna be, I think, unless people are redeeming the fucking Switch costume redeem that now exists. I've added a bunch of new redeems in relation to the new model. And other ones. All the old redeems should work, I will say. It's a heavy should. I tested everything, but it hasn't been stress tested under, like, streams. I see cat ears. You do. They move with my eyebrows. Do you like these? Do you like it when they do that? Because they're going to continue to do that, don't you know? But in I guess we're just working ourselves down, like, in scale of, oh, this is a thing. Anyway, hey, I'm gonna press a button right now. Shwoop! Look at that. Okay, so this was my my consensus with the cat and dog redeems. Since she was always cat and dog, they cannot be turned on, but you will get your mouse and you will get your barks. That's my promise. That is my campaign promise with the dog and cat buttons. So anyway, is that good for you? This is just how it is now. The ears don't go away. The tail doesn't go away. I can also make the tail wag, which I was not expecting to be a thing that can happen. But finally, a politician that keeps a promise. I'm not a politician. I just live here. You're in my house, actually, chat. Why? You're here because I invited you. I know this. I know this. However, I'm still going to be a bitch about it. And mostly everything else that remains in the toggle sphere. Hi. Hello. Welcome to the close-up. Well, actually, like, we can get closer. Chat, do you want to get closer? Is this not a tsundere? Listen, do I have to interrupt my fucking debut to go take a dare test? To like, fucking put this to bed? I'll fucking do it. I'll do it. If we need to take a dare test on stream, we can do that. I only have a vague idea of what we're doing today, so anything is on the table, probably. But, like little bell collar? Yes, it's good. Look at that. If I could find a way to make noises like tied to physics movements in Live 2D, I definitely would have like asked for that, but I didn't. Anyway, I was on the toggles. It invites us into our home and bitch at us, calls it like a season. Now wait a second. But as I was saying, there are a few other toggles left. You can take off her glasses. She can't see now. Why would you take away her glasses like this? Fucked up. We'll see. We do have some faces. We've got the PT face, as I told my artist when I was getting it done. And we got this face. I've taken off the glasses because it's a bit easier to see them than with the glasses on. It's kind of hard to parse. Oh, I guess it's kind of easy to parse when we're like this close. Or this one's a little bit harder, but it has a 3 mouth. One second. I specifically requested it. Let's see, other things. We got a blush. Originally, the blush was tied to another one of the emotes, but we ended up separating them into 2, so I could do both of them. There's actually some special tracking stuff that functionally does not work with my current camera tracking setup. If I finally get the money, if I get the money to get like a proper Apple tracking setup, these will change. But we got this. I can stick out my tongue. Obviously, normally this would work just by doing bleh, but I don't have the fancy tracking chip. But in other things like that, we also have the cheek puff, which also would be a thing that would be hit with that tracking. But unfortunately, I point at myself. I'm Lepore, and I don't want my I don't have the money for a fucking used iPhone at the moment. One day we will get there. I promise we'll get good tracking one day. But, you know, that's just how it is, right? I love your ribbons. Thank you, Gappy. My trans ribbons? I gotta have the trans flag on every model. It's required. It's in my contract. Every single one will have the trans flag on it in some way. Kind of just trying to fix something really quick. I see. Yeah, it is a contract thing, don't you know? There we go. This is probably better. Maybe not. This is actually worse. There we go. This might be better. Nope. There. That's because I'm bad at numbers. Well, I'll fix this at a later date, okay? But I haven't shown the last emote, which is it's for when I break, which which could be like from anything, honestly, but boost screen. That also happens if you try to install Linux onto her, which is like, That's a hate crime. If you to me, that's a hate crime. Don't do that. But I did also want to. I always really like showing my design process and what I send to my artists, because I want my artists to have good things to work with, and therefore I need to find which one it is. There it is. You changed the blue screen. My stream crashed. I control it all. This is my area of expertise. Technology. But, so I have 3 bits of slides. I didn't really prep, she does have lore. Maybe I'll get into that a little bit later. But, let's start off with let's start off with this one. This is the first bit of, and this is like my first, design for the chassis. Let's get that out here so you can compare. I'm going to tell you something right now, chat. Drawing those fucking joints was a goddamn struggle. Joints are so hard to draw. I didn't realize this when I was designing them, but, like, one of my main things is, like, I wanted a robot with hooves. Which I think, like, hoove robots are like peak robot design for, like, feet. I think it's very cool. And I wanted, I also was really uppity on I wanted spine here. Spine. There needed to be spine, and there's needed to be a heart bubble in there. And I didn't do a very good job on drawing it. It's a big tail. Yeah. Look at it. If you want to know something, Molo Guy, this tail is smaller than the original one that I was given. I had to have it downsized. My tail was too fluffy for me. But yeah, there's another very small detail I think is good, is there are paw pads on the hands. Look at that. Honestly, probably one of my favorite details on the model is the paw pads. Very cool. Very excellent. But yeah, that's that. I had to make sure I had the Ahoge. I always have the Ahoge. The Ahoge has to be here. Tail reduction surgery. I'm thinking of getting tail reduction surgery. Please don't. But yeah, so this was like the original, like, design that I sent to my artist for the chassis. I had to really be on people about the eyes, actually. The original first pass I got actually just had a regular eye shapes in here. It's like, no, I need my pixelated things. I need to be able to do emoticon faces. It's super important. But yeah, like, I gave good some feedback. My artist did. Who do you think took my extra tail? Garfield, no! You want to play Garfield Kart? I could play Garfield Kart. It won't take that long to download. You know? We could play Peak. Well, yeah. This is like the initial chassis design. Very good. Very happy. Another little neat thing that, like, I've designed when I was like thinking about how this works on a technological level. No! This is my stream, babe. I'm the birthday girl, and I get to choose the game. But, like, the collar section, the way I internalize the design on the robot is that the collar is not an accessory. The collar is not an accessory. It is actually part of the neck. So, like, you can just... So it's like a connector piece between the main body chassis and the head, is my thought about it. I think is neat. But let's get to the second one. Delete that one. We don't need you anymore. You are dead forever. Inspo 2 is this one, which is for the maid dress, which let me turn that on so we can have a good method of comparison. Which is, you know, largely the same. I really struggled with drawing, like, the puffs and shit. My artist has done a fantastic job of, like, translating my scribbles and my big, like, notes to, like, a final product. I mean, like, look at it. This is why you draw references. Your artists will thank you. Also, like, one thing I was very uppity about is like, well, it's a robot. She doesn't need fingernails. Do we need a robo stream now? Is that what we do? Soups can finally bring out the Mary model again. It's been forever. Is that what we do for him? But yeah, another thing I was kind of uppity about is I really wanted these metal bits. These metal bits on the edge of the see-through window to the tank. Well, the cooling tank. I really wanted those to show out. Robo party! We're gonna have to find one more so we can have a 4-stack. Yeah, this turned out really good. And the last bit I have to show you from my design process is this. This is like the full sheet, which has a fuck ton of my inspirations on it. Like, you can see, like, the main one. I actually came across this robot artist who does a lot of robot stuff later. And you can see, like, oh shit, they're doing like something very similar to what I'm doing. I love it. I took some cues from it, but I also have like my own shit because, like, you know, I wanted hooves and the like, and I wanted ears. She doesn't have human ears, chat. We don't have an unholy abomination with 4 ears running around. If you care about how the glasses attach, they're magnets. Easy. I spent an afternoon thinking about how I was gonna get that work. I was like, oh shit, magnets. How do they work? I pull the collar chain. Does it turn something like a lamp? No, I think it does send synapses of like electrical shocks up the neck though. That's my thing. Babe, did you eat my pudding? No, I insulted you and asked the pudding floating around in her cooling tank. Who put the pudding in the estrogen tank? Just add more ears. Add ears to the hens. No. What? Wife, you know that you know that would be nightmare. Well, listen, I know I'm saying this to wife, but like listen. If I did that, listen, I'll do it for you right now, okay? It synced, yes, there you go. Where's yes, it's flip image. Are you happy? One sec, I have to turn this off. Are you happy? Does this add anything to this? No, they don't. It's just bad. Okay, put these fucking things in the garbage can. Get out of here. All the better to hear with? I don't need to hear. Does that mean I have audio like stuff? That's a wonderful question, me. Yeah, but like, here's another thing where it's like, I know you can't see my mouse, but I need the spine. The spine needs to be seen. Its peak. I didn't get to act on this as much, but I really did want like I really love retro computing. Just hits work. Yes, all of my things should be functional. Actually, wait, I haven't opened the programs. You know, I was like fretting about like making sure I did everything, and I didn't even open up my tertiary programs. Give me a second. I will open up the tertiary programs. Log in. Yeah, spine is 10 to 10. I eventually want to do spine stuff like that. Moloch, I told you to wait. I haven't opened the tertiary programs. My programs are still loading. I'll promise I'll get you your tax in just a second. I actually did just update the tax. It's at 500 channel points now because we have completed 50 games. That will come up later. I promise. I think the scale of the throwing objects might be different with the robot because of her size, perhaps compared to Mom, I think. Actually, the inspo sheet's covering it. But like, there, it is on. Let me get you your tax. Give me a second. Where is it? There you are. Oh, I didn't update the cost. Ow, shit. Just wanted to use your... You want to do spine stuff? How I ask people to try out yoga. Ow! Hey! Ah! You can't even see them coming. Ow! There we go. Is this good? Do you like this? Why is it so long? Okay. Anyway, back to my sheet, and then you can see, as some people may have picked up, Igus and like Signalis as like a general like robot design was a big point for me to focus on. So like, oh, you can't see the hooves. The dress is in the way. Whoop, there you go. See, like, no ankle, just hoof. Big good design. Hey, no, stop it. I'm talking here. But yeah. Let's see. Let me get here. You can see the joints here. Really like joints. Joints are very good. Good visible joint. Hair was super easy, fluffy on the front. Big. Originally, I was gonna do like a higher up bow, but I was like, oh wait, I'd be actually double dipping with the bow on the back, so I changed up the type. I'm grabbing something. I don't know what that is. Honestly, you'd be surprised. Like, one of the hardest things that for me to get, people don't understand, was the ears actually. So like, all the things I had were like pointed ears, which is an issue because I specifically wanted blunted ears, and the only place I could find with blunted ears was a fucking Halo helmet. But it works. I was like, hey, I need the ears blunted because they were pointed in the first whip I got. See that, and then the face was another thing that people struggled with when I was showing them. I'd spend a lot of time debating on whether I wanted a physical mouth or if I wanted a digital mouth. I did end up on physical because of implications. Don't worry about that. See, the tail was pretty easy. I wanted fluffy, and then I dug through a bunch of maid references for like different maid dresses and stuff. And what, like, here's the one we got. It's very good. I did want another like ribbon on it on like the front, but like I couldn't really, I didn't want to double dip too much, so like I ended up like holding back just a little bit. But yeah, that's the new model, and as I had said on the social medias that for the first day we're going to be doing tier lists. And so what I wanted to do is, actually, we just hit, since we finished Still Wakes the Deep like 3 or so weeks ago, that means we have officially hit 50 games completed on this Twitch channel since I started back in 2018. Which is quite a lot considering I play so many fucking RPGs. You have no idea. But anyway, that's what we're gonna start with. So, and I'm interesting. Hey, Discord, why are you broken? What's wrong? There we go. There we go. Discord returns. Just add a digital mouth on an arm, but it all looks really good. Wife, I don't want to be cursed. That's not my prerogative. But like, I mean, like, I did really think about it because I do like digimouths, but I decided to go for the physical. What, like a little bit of lore that I have behind the model is that I think the creator in-lore creator of the robot used like a refitted military chassis, which I think is like fits like the trans narrative that I always go for with my models, which, you know, I like because like there's the there is the whole saying of trans women are people who were raised for violence learning to love or whatever. It's like, yes, I can tie it in. I've done it. And I have. I really like this model a lot. It's very good. I like looking at her. And I believe that covers more or less that all the main things that the model I wanted. So we can pop in and start on the tier list. First one is going to be, are you saying the robot has WMDs? No, she was decommissioned. She does not have WMDs anymore. I mean, unless you're talking about these. I guess, I don't know. I don't think they would put a nuclear reactor in there. I sure hope not, because that seems like a huge like safety issue. Now tag open call. You yakuza it off her maid outfit. That's just what the button does. See? Bump, 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 bump. See? Cappy. What do you call when I press this button, huh? You like it when it bounces? I feel like there's some W&Ds left in a cardboard box in some closet. I don't know. That seems dangerous and unsafe for everybody involved. But I'm doing that. I'm gonna signal people to see if they want to hang out. Josh is here. Hello, Josh.
Ni hao.
Ni hao.
It's me.
But at what cost?
No one's allowed to tell my work what I'm up to.
I see. Don't worry, I won't tell them. Hey, chat, no one tell Josh's work that he's on the stream right now.
Listen, my keyboard's here. I could type anything I wanted.
I see. But, we're about to get into the first tier list, which is every game we've beaten on stream in chronological order of when we beat them. Which means...
Wow. Including that Lord of the Rings game?
Including
oh, there it is. I see it.
Including that listen, we saw credits. Oh, looking really good. Thank you. The Boco doesn't have.
I'm excited
WDs,
for that to be
Josh
rated
is
highly.
Technically a Patriot missile. I don't know, Josh. Are you a Patriot missile? I don't know the lore of Josh's or that's on Josh and or Soups.
Neither do I. I'll be honest. A lot of it's pretty.
It's pretty hand wavy.
Up in the air.
Who knows?
Yeah, pretty hand wavy. I don't
if,
even remember exactly how I became a robot. I think it's because someone called me a garbage calculator once, like 8 years ago.
I mean, that's where the original image came from, I imagine.
Yes, and now I'm a ball, and it happens.
Orb. You can just slot it in.
I do like the phrase Patriot missile though. The only downside is my my Oorah Semper Fi over the top joke gets less funny every year. And it's not my fault.
Hello. Hey, babe.
Hi.
I guess it is good for you to be here because you were with me for most of these. But like since I decided we're gonna go in order as we completed them. And immediately I'm hit with I have to rank Undertale. And like,
I mean, I really like Undertale.
I like Undertale. I think I gave it a 5 out of 5 on like everything when I did my review of it, but I didn't write a review because I wasn't writing them at the time. But like, I don't think Undertale hits like this. It's perfect. It's so good. I don't think it hits that for me. I think Undertale is like a solid A. It's a very good game. I don't think
it's a pretty good game.
I don't think.
I think if it doesn't like, if the emotional themes don't punch you square in the chest cavity, like they didn't quite for me. I think that takes a lot out of the game because like the mechanics are a little thin. Let's be honest. It's a lot of
once you've actually played
shmups and rhythm games. Yeah, which isn't bad per se. I mean, it's like a one-man dev team. I'm just saying that as someone who like I played it and was like that was a good game. But, like, it didn't, like, throttle me by the neck like it did some people.
It didn't fucking choke slam me. It didn't make me cry. It didn't kill my family. Hey, Toby, you better kill my family in Deltarune.
That's why that game's taking so long. Toby's trying to figure out how to kill everyone's family who plays it.
Everyone's family.
Also, would like to... I said this in chat, but I'd like to point this out. I'd like to let Steven know in person. When Alice said something about Garfield Kart. I heard you say no through the walls and my noise-canceling headphones that normally block out everything.
Holy
so
shit.
you must have had a really visceral.
Loud.
I didn't
listen. I don't know what to tell you. I heard that no though.
Your fucking reaction is so visceral.
Maybe it was just on the right frequency.
Maybe.
Of like despair or something.
Now, I don't remember if I played this one with anyone, but Donut County. Babe, did I play Donut County with you? I streamed it. I don't remember if you were here. No?
No.
Okay, Donut County, you're a hole.
You're a hole?
No, I'm familiar with Donut County. You just didn't play it with me. I'm pretty sure I watched an old Markiplier stream when I played it.
Okay. You didn't play it then.
No. But I'm familiar with it.
I like it a lot. I think it's very good. I'd play another Donut County, but it's not like an earth-shattering thing. I really like it. It's kind of like a fucked up version of Katamari, where you put
Is this one of those ones where
just
you're the hole and you get bigger?
Yeah,
as
exactly.
You consume things. Okay, so is that what everyone steals for? Because I get those like mobile game ads, like those shitty mobile game ads, and like half of them are moving a hole.
Yeah,
and I'm like, this must be stolen from something.
Yeah, I don't know if they are, because, like, you know, thing get bigger is not, like, a foreign concept to anybody, right? However, it's there. There's a possibility.
Well, because I also get one that's literally a fun little game that I bought on Steam called, like, I think Throne Rally. Like, there's this mobile game called King Shot or something that literally just stole like the music and the models. And so I keep getting these ads and I'm like, this makes me very angry every time I see it.
I see.
I don't know who to report it to. I want to like call the police, but I don't think they care.
A cab until there's bad mobile ads. Okay, next.
I hate the police unless they can arrest the people who stole this mobile game.
Next is Untitled Goose Game. I played most of this with Soups, and then you had to dip for a stream. I think it was like Pokemon Nuzlocke or some shit. Like, you had to go to Fire Red.
Possible. It wouldn't have been Fire Red. We weren't streaming yet.
It was
We weren't. We didn't have the technology. We were
still using
recording the video in that team call chat that wasn't Discord.
It was like Teams, I don't even remember the name of that program. It wasn't
and
Teams.
We were both recording our audio separately, and we had to sync the audio because then you had to combine the audio tracks.
This is
because we couldn't.
Back when I edited videos.
And then I edited 3 seconds of one video when I hate doing this and never opened an editing program again.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair and valid.
Editing is not for all the people, but it is. Editing is for the people. But like, I really like Goose Game, but also it's like it was like a hugely big thing, but it also was not like the most groundbreaking thing. Listen, I love the Hyonk. We all love the Goose. We've seen it with the knife. But it's not like...
I think Goose is a solid B game.
Yeah. It's not like...
I don't think that's a bad thing.
It's not like god-shattering shit levels, you know? Anyway...
It's a fun little game about being a goose.
It's a fun game.
I can't be rational about Goose Game. I would put it in S every day of the week. It's too funny to me. I love that goose. I just like the word goose. I'm all about it.
One day we should just, like, wrangle a few people and play the fucking co-op mode in Goose Game.
There's a co-op mode?
Yeah, they added a co-op mode set a while after its release.
Whoa.
Yeah. But, next up, Cuphead. I am inclined to A-rank Cuphead.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, A is acceptable. Mm-hmm. I think Cuphead is, like, one of the best games. I fucking love Cuphead.
I think Cuphead.
It's so fucking hard. It kicks my whole ass. Oh, I love Cuphead. It's so good. And the show actually wasn't too bad. I know we're not rating that, but
yeah,
the Netflix is pretty good. It's got Wayne Brady in it. He plays King Dice. That was a good casting.
I can't wait till we get to the part where we rank Mega Man Battle Network kind of cool. You know, Mega Man NT Warrior, the television show that this tied into. You know, that was really good, and therefore
that was really good.
You see that episode where Roll turned into a dominatrix because
really
she got a virus. Next, Celeste. I
Now, are you what part of Celeste are you ranking? Is
am
the
I
real question.
ranking chapters like 1 to 4 or 5 through 7? Because those are different games.
Wayne Braced, we remember the Brady Bunch. Pretty good.
Celeste is S tier.
Celeste also kicked my whole ass, but not in a way that I enjoyed.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm thinking it's B. If the game was consistent and if it didn't turn to like a fucking ROM hack precision level shit at like chapter 5 and then the DLC chapters. That's my main issue with chapter 5 is that they take a glitch and make it a feature, and it's really unclear about how you're supposed to fucking wave dash. You're supposed to fucking wave dash in this game, and it's so unclear, and they introduce it in like the last few screens of the game. It's not very fun. I had a real hard time with it. And then like
I think Celeste
Yeah, I
gets
getcha.
better
And
as
then
an
the-
experience, the better you are at it. Because like they have the fun features where you can get through the game by turning it on because they have like a billion accessibilities, which is great.
I turned
at
that
certain
on for
points,
the last
like,
chapter.
But that still like removes something from the game. When you're like,
You don't.
It's
get
like when you're playing Skyrim and you're like, I have to turn down to novice.
You don't get the ascent, like the experience of like summiting the mountain, as it were. Like
And like, don't tell nobody, but like, I think Cuphead's a better platformer. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I just thought it really loud.
That's a spicy take, because I don't think the platforming level, the run and gun levels in Cuphead are that great.
They're not that good, actually. They
could be.
I love Cuphead, though.
The potential is there.
They could have been.
If they moved things around and if it was a different type of game, it could be.
Cuphead's not really a schmovement-based game for the most part.
Are they making a Cuphead 2? Does anyone know?
I don't know.
I don't keep up with things.
The company
I heard that they're working on
They're hiring something. They're hiring for something.
They're doing
I saw
something.
that.
I'll probably buy whatever they put out. They'd be like, this is a completely different game. This is a JRPG, and I'd be like, all right.
Sick. I would fuck up a turn-based JRPG in like the Cuphead visual style. Think of the summons.
That'd be cool.
It'd be so.
It'd be sick,
fucking
especially.
sick.
I just love that level where you're fighting the dragon, and they've got like the rotoscope, or not even rotoscope, but they like, took the photos of the actual like cardboard background.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so sick. I love how they did Cuphead.
Cuphead is really good. It just didn't like. It is like a game type that doesn't hit me. Promise Sinner 1. Babe, you were there with me for this. I think Trauma Center 1 is a very good proof of concept game, which they iterate on a lot better in the sequels.
I don't remember. I wasn't playing Trauma Center, so
Yeah.
I don't have a good idea of like the game feel of those games. So you would know better than me.
Yeah.
I liked all the whack shit in Trauma Center.
I love the whack shit. Remember when you did surgery on a bomb?
Yes.
They did surgery on a bomb.
They did. That's what I did for the thumbnail of that one. Then Plague
Sometimes
Tale.
you just gotta do surgery on a bomb. You know how it is.
I mean, in the second game, you do surgery on a lock.
Wow.
It's just called lockpicking.
It's just lockpicking.
Wait a moment.
Next is Plague Tale. Babe, you were there with me for this one.
I don't know. I felt like you enjoyed Plague Tale a lot. This was another one where I feel like I wasn't super present for all of it. I vaguely remember rats sometimes.
Well, yeah, that is kind of what the
There
game
are
is.
The
few
little
rats
brother
in
can
Plague
control
Tale,
the
that's
rat,
what
I
I
believe.
I think Plague Tale is a C, not because it's like a bad game or anything. It's a stealth game, but like it doesn't have the je ne sais quoi of some of the stuff on B, you know?
I getcha.
Certain I don't know what.
Okay, Pokemon Fire Red specifically randomized.
Oh.
We played the randomized seed. Josh, my starter was
I was not
Groudon.
with you for this one. I just remember you started with
Oh, well, that's a
Groudon.
banger.
Found it
That's
very
a-
funny.
You were with me for this
I
one.
imagine. Just
You-
steamroll the game, huh?
Did you finish this game?
What, Fire Red?
Yeah.
Yeah, we beat it. We beat the Elite Four.
I don't remember this almost at all. I have no memory of this place.
Fucking
I have no-
Gandalf. Yeah, I think
A
this
lot of
was.
people would. I think Gabby would, honestly. He's always posting sexy Gandalf things.
I think this was specifically during COVID era where our net was so shit, and because I was living with my parents at the time, I couldn't screen share. Remember?
Maybe that's why I don't remember it super well.
Yeah. Because I started living with you mid SMT3 playthrough is when I moved. I mean,
I see.
I think Fire Red's
Nah,
probably a
shit.
C. It's probably a C.
Specifically if it's randomized, or
I
would you
don't-
say it's a C even if it
I
was
think
not
they,
randomized?
I think in the hierarchy of the games I played, like, I enjoyed my time, but like, I don't think I'm the most pokey-brained person out there. It doesn't hit for me as much. Like, that was the right.
How-
Fire Red was the one of the ones I had when I was a kid. It was my first quote real Pokemon game because my first one was Coliseum, and that is
Coliseum's a banger, though.
Coliseum is
Those are real
fucking
good.
That's a straight
good,
ripper.
really good
So
game,
good.
but very much not by the formula at all. If you went into like Fire Red expecting to fucking steal shit, that's a different
It's
game.
just not how
dog.
it works.
Nah. Okay.
Now,
that's
to
a
be
different
fair to
vibe.
you, I also don't.
Yes.
I like the DS era games because that's after they split special and physical into two different things. But like the
Emerald's still my
like the
favorite.
Game Boy and Game Boy Color games, I don't like as much anymore.
Okay.
There's just so many quality of life things that Pokemon has done in the last 20 years that it's really hard for me to go back and play the older games.
Fair. Okay.
My favorite Pokemon's still Emerald, and I think honestly, I just think I don't like the Pokemon games that are 3D or have 3D models. It loses a lot for me. I like the pixel art.
I do really like pixel art.
That's where I'm at. Because
Yeah,
as soon
I
as they're
like the
here's
visuals.
a weird little guy, and he's like a 3D ball, and I'm like, nah, get him out of here.
Yeah, because like
Put 'em
I
away.
think, but yeah, like accessibility and like time saving things for us as adults playing them is a difficult thing. Like, listen, fuck Tom. XP share is good.
XP share is good.
Okay, and Trauma Center Under the Knife 2. I am inclined to put S rank, I think, because I think it really iterates on the groundwork laid by the first game, and it's just a lot better. It has a good intrigue for like fucking medical terrorism. It's really good. I want more Trauma Center.
Yeah, that's like when yesterday I was thinking nostalgically about Codename Steam, and then I looked at how it sold, and I'm like, they're never making this again.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's that.
It sold less than 2,000 units in its first week.
I don't think it's exactly that for Trauma Center. Is like,
I think Trauma Center probably did better than that.
I mean, considering it got like 5 games,
Yeah.
my belief is that how the fuck do you make a Trauma Center with like technology that we have in like fucking 2025? Because it was either
You're not going to like the answer to
Silas-
this, but it would be a mobile game.
I know, no, you're
Mhm,
right, but then that.
mhm,
But the
mhm.
way that is, it's just, I don't think it's precise
iOS.
enough. Unless you are buying a stylus. I don't think it would be precise enough.
Newer phones are better, but
Well.
yeah, I know what you mean.
You can only play it on iOS with the Apple Pencil.
3D Pokemon models don't have the color saturation or animation posing to compete with the
True.
pixel art sauce. You know what, Willow? You're right. I do really
Absolutely
prefer
right. Correct.
the drawn ones.
Correct opinion spotted.
Correct opinion. SMT3.
It's me, the decider of opinions.
I think this will probably get me executed. Well, whatever. The fan base doesn't know who the fuck I am.
You were real mad
Yeah, not
at
in this
sometimes
chat.
in this game.
SMT3.
This
I
game,
think
I liked SMT3 watching you play it anyway, but like sometimes that game was horse shit.
SMT3 very good for the time, but as things have aged and moved on, the game really is showing its age. Like, come on, Grandma, let's get you to bed. is like, there's just like, I feel like one thing I think would make SMT3 infinitely more playable is just being able to check your enemy's weaknesses whenever you're doing your turn without having to spend an action to do it. Because, like, every other game after that point, you can do that. I think that would just make it a lot more accessible. And then, yeah, fuck the inverse dungeon. I hated that thing. I could not figure it out. And 2, fuck you, Trumpeter. Fuck you, and last of all, fuck you. Trumpeter is bullshit, dog. I hate that guy.
Me when I'm conducting a band. And, I see my enemy.
No, but like, I really do like it. It's just like there's like little bits and pieces that knock it down for me. I know a lot of people say it's the peak of the franchise, but that's because it's the first game of the series you played. I know what you are. I don't know you. I know what you're thinking. I know how old you were in 2005 when it came out on the PS2. You fucking bitch. I know what you are. I was there. I was like 7. No, I was like 9 or whatever. But anyway, immediately after that was SMT5, which I think is A rank. I think SMT5 is the most approachable iteration of SMT as a franchise at the moment. It's very accessible. There are a lot of issues when it comes to story and overworld design because, you know, this is it's a dungeon crawling game, right? There's one dungeon in the dungeon crawling game. Or some closer to 2.
Yeah.
That is like a genuine gripe I hear a lot of people have. And it's like, you know what? You're right. There being, let's see, the school, the Demon King's Palace, and the Empyrean. That's 3 dungeons in this game that is supposed to be a dungeon crawler. And they're not that long. You spend infinitely more time navigating like the open world sections, which are like okay, but like it does blend together a lot. But like, mechanically, the game is incredibly solid, and I like it a lot. It's very accessible for new people to the franchise, which is important to me, because I want more people to play my demon game. Next, Kingdom Hearts Final Mix of Kingdom Hearts 1, specifically. Babe, you were there for this. Your thoughts?
I like Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
I played the first. Since you've played it, I have played most of the first Kingdom Hearts. I stopped before like the final world because I wanted to unlock some stuff, and then I never got back to it. But
oh, that's a classic.
Kingdom Hearts is a very mechanically solid, like fun action game, and I think the story stuff is fun.
Okay. I think.
Why do you say that with such consternation?
Because
a lot of people hate Kingdom Hearts.
I do think a lot of people hate Kingdom Hearts for reasons that are not related directly the fault of Kingdom Hearts. Because, like, I do have, like, take issues with, like, some of the fan base and how they talk about the story. But also there's a bunch of people like, Kingdom Hearts is, like, is the most impenetrable narrative to ever exist. Which
it really isn't.
It really isn't. I think Kingdom Hearts 1 is much like Trauma Center Under the Knife 1. It's a solid base that gets iterated on in the future to, like, a very good level. So I think it's B, where it's like, this is a proof of concept. And it only gets better, except for when it gets worse. We'll talk about that later. Control. I really like Control. Control's really good. I'm not sure where I would put it. I think...
How much do you like Control is really the question.
I think Control is an A rank. Control's really cool. There's a lot of neat stuff. I hope Control 2 is good when that comes out. Because, like...
Really love that wacky house.
Yo, look, you wacky oldest house. What you gonna do now? What you gonna do today, bud?
What do you got going on in
What
here?
you doing?
Oh, wow. Yeah,
it's very good. I like the powers. I like the intrigue with the world. It's very neat. I like the stuff that's happening. I like to play video games that I like. Anyway,
That's a bold
next,
statement.
Up next is Wand of Gamelon and Link: The Faces of Evil. Those are both D-ranked games.
Bangers, but okay.
I had
Horseshoe.
Sorry, Link. I
can't
can't give credit.
Hello, Lycoris Ray. Hi, how are you doing? Happy debut. Thank you. I appreciate it.
What do you think the odds are people don't even recognize me right now?
Very possible. I don't have the names and pronouns up because I didn't 100% set them up before stream. But
oops.
I mean, this is like a makeshift just chatting screen. I didn't set up a ton of stuff. But okay, listen, Josh, you're about to say something about Faces of Evil.
Okay, but more true,
I think you were just gonna say more true.
Listen, but also, no, not only that, what about the fact that the King of Hyrule, right, is like, this piece is what all true warriors strive for. Have you thought about this? What a message. He's so right, though. I think about that a lot. I think about it all the time.
Listen, no, Josh.
Good.
What about Squad-a-la?
I have added an extra rank below it because I know we have things that are going to be there. Listen, I actually had a really good time with the CDI games. They're not good, but they are. This is a rare thing. They are blessedly short. I beat both of them in one's 3-hour stream.
And they're so funny. I think about
they're really
game
funny
all the time.
It's just like
my boy.
The navigation's weird. It's really hard to figure out what you're supposed to be doing. But like, I mean, they're historical artifacts. I got them from archive.org. They're remakes in the Game Maker engine.
That's outstanding.
Outstanding. So bad it's good. Exactly. Like, I didn't struggle, but like these are not like solid. It's like they're not solid like mechanical games. But I was hanging out with my friends. I was there. Zips was there. I think Josh was there. Dusty was there.
It was Dusty.
Yeah.
Because I remember specifically our reaction to the fucking weird mouth demon.
Yeah. It was so good. Excellent memories. I don't think I would play it again.
No, not a chance.
But, okay. Next. Babe, you were with me for this one. Superliminal.
Fuck. I barely remember that. I think it's a really good puzzle game.
Superliminal is so fucking cool. It's
got a really cool mechanic, yeah.
Yeah. It's like experiencing...
Perspective?
Yeah, it's like, I think playing Superliminal is like experiencing Portal for the first time again.
Yeah. I can see that.
You're like, it's just this mechanic that you've never really felt or seen before, and it's like, it's so fucking cool. I love it. It has a Battle Royale mode.
What?
Yeah, we talked about this after we had finished it up. It's got Battle Royale. Next up, Bleed 2. I played through this on a stream in like an hour. Bleed's an alright game. I just don't... Bleed... I forgot I streamed Bleed 2 to completion.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
See? You were even there.
Was I?
You and Swissy were there. I was in the same room.
Seems unlikely.
You were in the call. I have video.
It seems unlikely.
Next up, I did do this one solo. The original Dead Space.
Was that like the side-scroller thing? I'm
Yes.
like kind of seeing the pic. I had to turn up my resolution so I could actually see the picture.
Yeah, it's the shooting game.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say Mega Man, but I feel like that's mean to Mega Man.
Wow. It's not really like
I
Mega
know,
Man.
bad things can be iterated off of good things.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, this is Bleed 2.
You can
I'd
make a
already
bad
played Bleed 1
Metroidvania.
many years ago. Damn.
Yeah, okay, now I am remembering it. You've unlocked it.
You're welcome.
Or memory.
Next, the original Dead Space. I played through this for Halloween 2021, 3 years ago. Jesus Christ.
Is that not the remake?
No.
2021 is 4 years ago. No,
4
Halloween.
years.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Or
for Halloween.
Halloween.
It was before the remake got announced. Or I think it was announced
okay.
while I was playing it.
That's very funny.
It was fine. I think it was like perfectly fine. I'm not super into survival horror, right?
I'm not looking forward to when you D-rank Grounded.
I don't think I would. I don't think I would do that. I don't know. I actually hadn't thought about it yet.
We'll get there.
Anyway, Soul Hackers 2.
Not time yet.
I've talked about Soul Hackers 2 a lot. I've talked about my thoughts about it a lot. I think it is the most mid game I have ever played. The most 5 out of 10. The most like fucking that was a game. It was all right. I think it's very B. Cuz like fuck, there's good things in it. Why didn't you make the rest of it good? Atlas.
Couldn't do it.
Make good things.
They tried really hard.
God. Make more characters like Ringo. Come on. You can do it.
From the Beatles?
Yes.
No, from the Apple. He's green?
John?
Robot?
Robot?
You gotta hack all these souls, John.
We gotta hack these souls.
Shut the fuck up.
Would that have improved or deproved the experience if Ringo from the Beatles was just also there? And like every time someone said Ringo, he went, "You talking to me?" And they went, "No, the robot. Sorry, Ringo."
Okay. But I don't
It's
know.
alright, I understand.
I'm just happy to be here.
VVVVV is
Banger.
good. It's a really good
I mean, I've
game.
never actually played it, but I've seen it a lot.
It's good.
I really like the mechanic.
I like the music. It's very good.
Go up and down. It's
Mm.
easy.
Yeah, it's a very
I mean, it's
simple
not easy,
mechanic,
but
and they've built a fantastic game around it. I'm just struggling, where do I put this? Because I think it occupies kind of the same brain space as Donut County, Goose Game, and Celeste does for me. I think it's good, but as time has gone on, it can't compete because it was made like over 10 years, like 15 years ago.
so it goes. Is that old?
Yeah, it came
Probably.
out before
15 years ago was 2010, not 2000. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to
you-
think about that one for a second.
I see.
Steven, we graduated high school over like 11 years ago or something.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta wake up, dude. The accident was 40 years ago.
Next, I played this one.
Man, I beat Blueprints, and now I'm not using my brain anymore.
God of War Ragnarok. This is my thought. I think God of War 2018, I think that is S rank. God of War Ragnarok is very iterative on that. It does not add much. It's just more of that. So like, if
Did you not stream original God or original
I
2018 God of War?
I didn't stream 2018 God of War. Not yet. I'll get there in the order at some point. I know. I played it through to completion on PS4 when it came out. One of my favorite games.
I see.
It just
It's really good.
It's so good. It just Ragnarok just does not add on top of that enough, I think. So I think it does lend it an ache because it's still a super fucking solid game. I have no issues with the game. It just doesn't. It doesn't feel like a new game. It's like, oh, I've got the new DLC pack for God of War 2018 with more game in it.
So you're telling me they could have made a lot more money had they released it as like 2 years worth of DLC content and charged you each quarter?
I mean, to be
That's what you're saying?
it came out 4 years after.
I don't know if you heard me, Sai.
Okay, Super Mario World. I streamed this because chat did not believe I could beat the game I was angry at chat, and I was like, I can prove it to you, and then I did the fucking Star Road cheese to get to the end. You should play the Oracle and Ages and Seasons games. I have the cartridges, Gappy. They're in my shoebox with all my Game Boy stuff. Also back. Hello.
Welcome back, Gappy. You missed me talking about you posting sexy Gandalf all the time. So defend yourself if you will. He can't. That's a baiting the trap. He can't defend shit.
I think Mario World is super good. I actually think it's A, now that I think about it a little bit longer. I spent a lot. I have a lot of nostalgia for that game. I love its engine because I used to do Mario ROM hacks for Super Mario World, so I'm very familiar with how it feels, which is why I struggle so much when I play like Mario Maker, is because it does not actually...
Muscle memory.
It's different. The physics are different. They stuck the Mario World sprites over fucking New Super Mario Bros, which just feels like indefinitely more shit. I don't like New Super Mario Brothers. It's so floaty. I do not like New Super Mario Brothers. I do not like them.
I hate those Mario Brothers.
Oh, or that lady from Power Rangers. What was her name? The 10,000 years lady. Is that it, really?
I don't know. I've never seen Power Rangers.
I know there's Evil Lyn, but that's a He-Man thing.
Well, no, Rita Repulsa.
Rita Repulsa!
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Evil Raw, Mistress of Evil, or some shit. Wait. Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to get... people are going to be really mad at me for this.
Hovering that awfully low there, Alan.
I think Hollow Knight's very much a B game for me. Soups was there with me when I played it. That. It's not a
I think Hollow Knight's at least as good as Celeste, at least as far as, like, mechanically.
Yes, those are... I think those are, like, bedfellows, stable mates, as they say. And I can see why people are crazy about it. Yeah, it's a good game. This game is like a fucking direct conflict with me, I think. Because, like, I try to play games. I like, people like this. I'll give it a shot. I love Hollow Knight as a pick a direction and go. I think something I really struggled with in Hollow Knight was just finding where to go because of some of that, like, directionless stuff. Like, I was stuck for a while and I had to look it up, and it turns out there was an area I just completely missed. But anyway, so as you may have noticed earlier, I made a new tier, the F tier, or fucking shit. Anyway, Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. That goes to the F tier.
She really dislikes Rechain of Memories.
Rechain of Memories was so bad! I had negative fun. Like, Soups had to ask me if I needed to end stream because of how fucking mad I was. I didn't end stream. I beat the boss.
Is this the card game one?
This is the card game one.
That's funny.
Is Rechain of Memories the Game Boy one? No, Chain of Memories is the Game Boy one.
No, Chain of Memories is the Game Boy.
Rechain of Memories is a remake of it for the PS2. What's the opinion on the name Beatrice? I like it. It's aight.
What are you, a grandmother?
I mean,
no, I think Beatrice is just one of those names that's coming back now. I think it's hit the cycle, so I think you could start using it again.
I believe I want to play the Game Boy game at some point just to see if I have a better experience. Because I think the primary problem with Rechain of Memories is that it's a 3D game and it was not built for that.
Yeah, I think that is true. I would probably place it a bit higher. I also just don't really care for the combat situation. It's fucking cards! They put fucking cards in my game! I fucking hate cards!
They put cards in there, yeah. You hate cards?
That took my action menu and put cards in it.
Like cards.
I fucking love building a deck, dude. I'm all about it.
Yeah, but what if you only have limited access to the stuff they give you?
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Now, to be fair, you also didn't engage with most of the mechanics of the game.
Kingdom Hearts 2 has screwed us again. Thank you, wife.
Beatrix says cereal.
Anyway, Portal. I fucking love Portal. Portal's one of my favorite
Portal's
games.
a banger.
Well, Portal's one of my favorite games ever. I can beat that game in
I think Josh and I played Portal 2. I don't know if we
played
finished
Portal
it.
2
We definitely
on
did play it when we were in high school. Yeah.
We were in my living room playing on my Xbox. We were playing Portal 2 I was the little round guy, and you were the tall one, and you pissed me. You pissed me right the hell off.
No!
I don't remember how I did that, but I believe you.
I just remember
just sort of based on our relationship.
The entire time. Being like, no, that's not, you don't.
I mean, it's very possible if Soups and I ever got around to doing the Portal 2 co-op that I would actually just walk over to their office and strangle them and tell them to give me the controller.
You act like I'm bad at puzzle games.
You kind of, babe.
I beat one today.
Your pinhole vision, babe. It would.
You
be
did not
so
beat
bad.
Blueprints. I refuse to accept that. When you said that in the chat, I went, there ain't no goddamn way. Maybe they got to the 46th room, but they ain't beat shit. There's just no way.
There's still stuff.
It hasn't been 4 months. There's no way you beat.
Okay, next.
I hit credits.
Which
is, to be fair, how Boco said she beat Hollow Knight.
I did hit credits. I didn't do the DLC. I didn't get the true ending. Because I know how I was, and I don't think it was going to change my, like, opinion of the game. Anyway, next up was American Magie's Alice. That game is, like, severely C. The crippling age has snuck into my Unreal Alice video game. It's alright, but God, did it struggle. God, was it not good at some points. I'm glad to have played it. No! Why? I'm never gonna play it again. Okay, next one. Mega Man Battle Network. Babe, you were there for this.
Yeah, there's some... Mega Man Battle Network is another game with some whack shit in it.
It is. They keep doing it. I like Mega Man Battle Network. I think 1 does struggle a bit. I think it's probably B. There's some stuff. It's just like, this is the first game in a series of 6. But good whack shit. Exactly, Gappy. Yeah. I mean, I usually when we say whack shit, it is a slash positive. I would think, anyway.
Yeah, no, I mean slash positive.
Yeah.
I like it when games are goofy.
I like
they can do things in ways that movies can't. They can get away with stuff in a way that other medias can't. Because people would say, this sucks shit. But then I go, no, that's incredible. That was so good.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's fucking Mega Man. He lives inside your pocket phone.
If I ever say whack, it is not a compliment.
Listen, I think there's a very big difference between whack shit and whack crap. Those are 2 different words. Just hate the random encounters. I think the encounter rate is fucking abysmal in at least Mega Man Battle Network 1. It's just so high. I don't know what's up with the step route in that game. Okay, BioShock 1. I
don't know. I don't think I was there for this one.
You
mostly.
weren't. This was a solo stream thing. Because I did this while you were at work when we lived in Florida. And I was fun employed. I feel like people will kill me, but I'm kind of low on BioShock. I think it's a lot of the age seeping into that game just for how things work. When it works, it's very neat. But, like, the game itself just, like, you cannot scroll to switch your weapons. There's an entire weapon switching menu, and you have to switch readied hands and shit. It hasn't aged the most graceful. Maybe if I get around to BioShock 2 at some point, it will, like, you know, it'll affect, maybe that has iterated on it better. Maybe Infinite has iterated on it better. I would hope so. But, like, it does just you feel the age. Yeah, no, that's fair. The game's aged. I mean, that's the thing with shooters, especially console shooters, is that you have to make do with a small amount of space for your inputs. Next, Batman Arkham Asylum.
I forgot you played that.
Yeah.
Game is straight heat, dude.
Dude, I love Arkham
Except
Asylum.
for like 2 things.
Yeah.
Well, maybe more, but there's a couple of things.
Yeah, I would like to hear your thoughts.
I don't know. How long do we have to talk about Big Joker?
Valid. I mean,
I hate Big Joker so much.
Big Joker's just kind of, it's just kind of shit, isn't it? As like a design and as a boss fight.
What they did with it lore-wise afterwards is interesting, at least. But like that whole thing, the absolute dog shit. Like the Scarecrow boss fights are so in character, and then
so
they're like,
cool.
and now you fight Joker,
and he's a big guy.
You get this,
big.
and he's a big guy, and it's like, what are you?
What if
Joker
Joker was
actually?
big?
What if Joker? I hate Big Joker so fucking much. It drives me insane.
What I've got another idea. Bigger Joker. How's that? Huh?
We make him even bigger, dude. You're not ready for how big I'm gonna make this Joker right now. Like that is like, I don't know. Like if I was rating it, I'd definitely give it an A, but it could never be an S because of a few things like Big Joker. Also, I think the open world games are genuinely better, except if you discount the Riddler trophies.
I like
which are
doing
stupid
the Riddler.
And I hate them.
I like doing the Riddler trophies. I don't like it becoming like my brain. Like if I'm doing all of them, I would fucking hate them. What about the Woker? I haven't played the rest of the games. Maybe the Woker shows up.
Maybe the Woker shows
Maybe
up.
the more like the Wanker. Got him.
Got him.
Wow.
So this is my thought, Josh, is that Arkham lays the groundwork and then City just like kicks it up to the next level.
Yeah, I think City's probably the best.
Yeah, like I haven't gotten to stream City.
Though, asterisk, I've never played Arkham Knight.
I've heard Knight's really good when it isn't shitting the bed. Like
it just kind of felt like, just felt like City again, but like with some shit moments.
Yeah, Origins literally uses the map from City, which is why a lot of people didn't like it.
Yeah, I think City is a banger.
They would never survive Yakuza games.
They would never survive Far Cry. People are so mad about Far Cry. Like every new numbered game, they would make a spin-off that uses the same map with something different going on. Anyway,
I love going back to Kamurocho. I hope I never stop going back to Kamurocho.
Octopath Traveler 2. That's my GOAT! That's my GOAT! That's my GOAT! I love Octopath 2. Fucking fantastic video game. Fucking put like 90 hours into that shit. Did all the stories. Fight the final boss. Got my ass handed to me by the super secret boss. And they've added even super secreter boss since. Fucking love Octopath. It's so good. Play Octopath 2.
There you have it.
Octopath 2 is good. Battle Block Theater. I played through this with Scarlet for co-op stream, a rare collab stream thing for me. I think... that's... Do I think that Battle Block is better than Viva V and Celeste?
I don't know. I've never played it.
Really?
A personal question really says a lot.
I never played it.
Really?
Really?
That's actually surprising.
Right?
We played Castle Crashers, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
I think the experience in Battle Block is just so fucking fun, especially if you're doing it with a friend. That's what's putting it over. It's actually the group thing. The group meshing, hanging out with a friend. That's why.
From what I have heard, Battle Block is probably better than Castle Crashers.
Yes, I would say so. I would absolutely put Battle Block higher than Castle Crashers, but I like platformers more than beat-em-ups, personally. Katamari. I gotta get on stream to the second game, because I own it. Just haven't done it. Katamari 1... Where?
I love that King of Space.
I do love...
He's such an ass.
The King of All Cosmos sucks shit. He's so bad.
Oh, that's his name. That's right.
I think...
Very funny that he just calls you a dog shit loser over and over.
I'm thinking...
He's a bad dad.
It's C or B, I think. It hasn't hit me on the levels like the A's and the S's have. I think the King of all cosmos. What's up, my fucking little shit of a son? Go pick up my bullshit. God of War original. It's not a bad game.
Was it bad?
I think it's C.
You like Devil May Cry?
I got so mad at parts in God of War when I was playing it. I struggled. I was mad. I was out of control because the game's fucking wanted me to do stupid platforming puzzles, and Kratos is not a man with the ups sometimes.
Did you turn to Heath Ledger's Joker for a second there? Or am I imagining that?
I'm like a dog.
Yeah, she said it just like that. Like, God damn. God of War really did get to her.
Yeah, it's just I
Batman, you ever played the original God of War?
Have you ever played the original God of War?
I'm not talking about the PS4 game, Batman.
Yeah.
Needs more mouth noises.
Yeah, but like, I haven't played God of War 2 yet to see if it iterates on it, because like I think it's okay. The thing is, like, God of War 1 does have the pop-up hug your family to regain health.
Banger. It's almost as good as the Shadow of Mordor, where it's like press X to kiss your wife.
Yeah.
Banger prompt. It's a straight ripper.
It's so good. Like that. Like, there's really cool stuff in God of War. I just think it struggles. Again, it's a crotchety old video game from 21 years ago. Fuck.
Oh,
I don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that.
You should give it an F now.
Super Lesbian Animal RPG. I think I like Super Lesbian Animal RPG a lot. However, I also think it is very basic and very like rote. I like the story.
I don't like that it is that if you put if you acronym it, it's SLAR.
Slurp.
Slarp.
It's SLARP.
So
Slarpka.
No, because you wouldn't make it. You wouldn't. Well, I guess RPG is a.
Rupika?
Never mind. Continue.
I'm debating C or B. Babe, you were there with me for this.
Most of it.
You're very helpful.
I liked all the characters stuff, but like the RPG stuff I wasn't really paying attention to for the most part.
Yeah, because I think it's very impressive that this game is made in RPG Maker. Very impressive what they did. However, it is very difficult to make like a super mechanically dense game, I think. But like, I appreciate what they did. It's not a bad game. It's just not like the groundbreaking shit. Next is We Were Here. I've beaten this game twice now. I've played both routes.
I like We Were Here.
We Were Here was fun.
I think it's an okay puzzle game. I'm betting the future ones get better and more complicated.
It's on C tier solely because of the fucking chess puzzle, dude.
Just well, to be fair, that may be. Well, I was going to say our inability to communicate, but I'm going to say your inability to communicate, because it seemed like Alice was able to communicate it just fine to you for the most part. Whereas it took you and I half an hour to do this puzzle. It took you and Alice like maybe 10 minutes.
I think this is my thought, is that I don't think I would have minded as much if you weren't constantly dying in the process of doing the chess puzzle. Just like, oh, you didn't do this thing fast enough. Fuck you. Do this whole extra part again.
You actually had way more trouble with the spikes than I did. I think I got that on the first try.
Yeah, I listen. I was rushing instead of dragging. Okay, hey, it's Devil May Cry 1. Hey. Devil May Cry 1 it's kind of ass. I did not enjoy Devil May Cry 1.
It didn't fill your dark soul with light!
Yeah.
Is that from that game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was from a Final Fantasy.
No.
Nope. That one is Devil May Cry 1.
Banger.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd S tier for that.
Like, the game itself, I did not enjoy that game. However, I did get a grenade launcher. I just shot it off the screen.
That's
and
true.
it just, everything kept dying. It was great. Metal Gear Rising.
Fucking S tier for me. That game rules. It's probably one of the better I would maybe give it an A, if only because like the directional slashes are really not intuitive sometimes.
I
But like everything else about that game fucking slaps.
I don't think the game
memes, Raiden,
is bad mechanically.
DNA of the soul.
It's just like, yeah, the slashing thing. That precision slashing is very difficult, and
I know you had problems countering also.
Yeah.
I
could not get that thing to work for the life
So did
of me.
Swissy.
I mean,
I know.
I still beat that thing faster than he did, in my defense.
Yeah, well,
he never even made
He's
it to
dead
Sundown. I would love to see Swissy attempt to fight Sundowner. That would take
Listen,
years.
I would love to be on a stream with Swissy again in general, but alas, the corpse, he's skeleton, he's skin and bones. And, well, no, he's just bones,
Sea of
Skin's
Stars.
gone.
Sea of Stars.
That one I was not really
no,
with you for.
You were not, because this was another thing I did solo. Because I don't want to drag you through 1 billion RPGs, and also it was a thing I was doing on weekdays instead of Saturdays. Sea of Stars, I think it's B. I think it has some balance issues. Like, I literally had to turn on the, like, one of the assist modes, because if you fuck up timing, you could just die in one turn really quickly. And, like, you don't have a ton of healing options. I think there's a lot of other stuff in it that is mechanically good, but the timing windows are very difficult, and I didn't particularly care for them.
Yeah, I get you.
I mean, we'll see how that is when I get to Streamy Clear Obscure at some point, but...
Or you could, there's like Mario RPG.
Yeah, it's
another similar thing.
Yeah.
Any of the Mario and Luigi games.
Mm-hmm. Getting the Car Loser, which this was there with me for. I'm debating.
I think that game is very good. I couldn't speak to the mechanics though, because I know you had some problems.
Yeah, I'm debating A or S.
Incredibly well written.
Story-wise, fucking
A minimum.
S. But A... This is where I struggle, right? It's like, mechanically, I did have some troubles. I didn't like how some of that stuff worked. But, like, is that good? Is it the game making me change how I'm playing to adapt to the situation? Or is it the game being, like, designed in a way where you have to only do it this one way? I don't know. I do think, writing-wise, I think the writing can carry it, actually, now that I think about it.
I don't know about you. That game emotionally affected me, and I wasn't even playing it.
Ha ha! I didn't get hit emotionally by it, but, like, fuck. There's some very good writing in there. Christine Love, I hope you make another
There's some
RPG.
fucking hard-ass statements in that game.
Yes! Next is Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. Like we said earlier, Kingdom Hearts 1 is a very, like, good baseline. There's some trouble with it. but they really iterated on it in Kingdom Hearts 2. Probably the best Kingdom Hearts game. Probably my favorite.
Yeah, I know Kingdom Hearts 2 is your favorite.
It's
of the ones you've played, which are 1, 2, and 3.
And Chain of Memories.
And Chain of Memories.
Which I don't like. I think Chain of Memories is bad. Did you know this? Did you know this about me?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Just making sure.
I heard that recently. I don't remember where.
But yeah,
possible to say.
Persona 3 Reload. I really like Reload. It was good. I don't think it hits S for me personally. I think a lot of it has like inherited issues from original Persona 3 that just could not have been addressed without redesigning just how the game works, how it is plotted overall. Tartarus kind of sucks. It's very monotonous. It's very similar to each other. Like, I guess the monad doors add like a little bit of variety, but like, it's very much just climb the thing. No, there's not going to be new stuff, like, because like then there's the month dungeons that are more interesting. I just wish it was more interesting that way. Monster Hunter World. I like Monster Hunter World a lot. Game's very good, very good. I like it. I hope they make another one. At long last.
I just can't believe that you blew up that guy while he was snoozing.
But then, listen, it's a regular.
So fucked up.
It's a regular strategy, honestly. And the new
That's
one,
so fucked up.
Your new one, your cats can throw barrel bombs at people. I'm debating.
So much violence.
I'm debating S or A. That sounds bad. I'm debating S rank or A rank. I don't think it's quite S rank, but it's really up there. I really love that game.
It got you very obsessed with Monster Hunter.
I played it shattered the shell that had already been cracked from when we played Rise several years before.
Mm-hmm.
It finally got me into it fully. Excellent game. I think I like Rise more. I'm not sure where I place Worlds currently because the game doesn't perform the best. But it's a very good game. I like it a lot. Magicka 2, I think, is a C game.
I would say, yeah, like C.
It's alright.
Okay.
It's alright, good co-op fun, I guess. Like, but it was alright. It's nothing I'm gonna write a letter home about, you know?
Wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was not a bad game.
Fine.
Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, specifically the Switch version.
I mean, you know how I would rank that game, but
yeah, I'm thinking.
But you didn't like it as much as I did.
I didn't play it as a kid, so I don't have a nostalgia tied to it. I think it's B. It's perfectly alright, but it is very baby's first RPG, and it just doesn't hit me the way it hits you, obviously. Because, like, I didn't have as much opportunity to build and do, like, neat strategies as I would have liked to. Which is by virtue of, like, the small party size. To make it easier for people who are not into RPGs to play, you know?
Right.
It's a perfectly alright game. There's nothing nothing wrong with it. Nothing glaringly that just doesn't work. It's just that... Where's the meat? I want some meat. Let me strategize. Like
there's plenty of crack shit you can do if you get to the higher levels of that game.
Yeah, because like I just started to develop it with like the damage buff items at the end of the game, as you may recall, where I was doing like 10 to 20 damage in a turn because I'd set stuff up properly. But like, I wish I was able to set stuff up like that more. Drakengard. How mad would you be if I ranked
How do you feel about Drakengard?
How would you feel if I ranked
If you rank it higher than Paper Mario, you're fucking insane.
I mean, like, Drakengard is a full body experience. There's nothing like simulation of going insane by murdering more billions of people to rank up your swords, and then you fight a fucking statue in the middle of Tokyo City by doing a rhythm game. I think Drakengard, now that we have started playing Drakengard 2, I feel this a lot more. Drakengard is like another base game that they iterate on, because Drakengard 2 feels like initially way, way better than Drakengard 1 does from a gameplay perspective. Like, I have more options for stuff. You can parry in Drakengard 2. I've been parrying people like it's fucking Dark Souls. But yeah.
Just like Dark Souls.
It's just like Dark Souls.
It's exactly like Dark Souls.
Okay. Vermintide. I feel like this is probably a C game.
That's probably about where I would put it.
Yeah. I feel like if I was into the IP, I feel like that would push it up higher for me personally. But I'm not, like,
Bigmar.
Not super into the IP as, like, a general thing, despite the stream that's happening tomorrow. But, like, I feel like I would be more interested if, like, this was a thing I like instead of just, like, fantasy Left 4 Dead, but rats! There's so many rats. You would not believe the amount of rats. I guess C's tier is just the rat tier because 100% of the games that are about rats are on it.
If it's a game about rats, it's a C game. There's just not much more you can do about it.
It's true.
I wish I could. I wish I could, but C.
Yeah. C.
The C game, it's got rats.
Signalis. I am not sure how to approach Signalis. I feel like, again, it's like a survival horror game, which is like a type that I don't tend to latch on to too much. I'm debating between A and B. Because, like, I think it's B, because there are some puzzles in that game that are, like, very, like... I'm talking about the water puzzle. The water puzzle can fuck right off. The water puzzle is shit. And it's also like...
Is the water puzzle like you have several tanks and you have to drain one tank and get them all equalized or something? Yeah. Fucking Blueprints is literally
You're
this
talking
exact
about the
puzzle.
pump room? You're talking about the pump room in Blueprints right now? You want to talk about that? Gamer over here, I drained the reservoir.
Fool. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm an idiot, but like I didn't have problems with the actual puzzle. I just didn't realize I'd done it wrong.
But yeah, that puzzle is like the main thing I dislike. There's another instance that happened where I had picked up an item and had to put it back down in a room because I didn't have room in my inventory, and it marked it as done on the map. So I was just fucking like running around with a chicken with its head cut off for like 20-30 minutes trying to find this one item because the game told me I had picked it up, which I didn't. It's just a few small issues like that.
Well, you did.
Technically,
but
yes.
Put back down.
I think some of the later bosses actually are a lot better than some of the early ones. It's very interesting. Like I feel like once it allows itself to do more stuff, it's a bit more interesting. But like the earlier game, it kind of suffers in the design, I think. Okay, Grounded. You want to? I'll tear this off. It's a D for me. It's just.
I know.
It's contrary. It's contrary to me as like a gamer of what I like.
A human being.
I just wake up with I gotta destroy survival crafting. It's just like a thing that does not tickle my brain cells the way it tickles a lot of people's, because of I guess I like having a specific direction and being told how to do a thing. And games that just kind of drop you off and are like, figure it out.
I can say this because I feel the same way.
I don't particularly
Alice over here just begging for the train tracks.
Listen, I don't need...
Baby needs her guardrails.
I don't specifically need the train tracks, but it's very difficult, especially when it's in these games.
I'm exactly the same way. I don't know how to play Minecraft. Not like as in I don't know what the buttons do, but like I make a house and like a little 3x3 patch of food, and I'm like, now I can't die anymore. So what do? Now, unlike the Long Dark, where it's like I've cracked this can open with a rock and I'm still starving to death, and then I die, and then I was like, fuck, I gotta try that again. My problem with survival games is that usually you just like win the survival part immediately, like within 5 minutes, and then it's like a game is actually like build crazy shit. I like the survival part, not the build crazy shit part, personally.
I think a big thing that I struggle with when it comes to survival crafting games is that, like, I don't know how to find things. Like they'll like, you need this thing. I was like, okay, how do I get it? And it's like, fuck you. You think I ain't giving you shit? That's my issue when I was trying Subnautica for like the 4th time, because I really want to like that game. It seems like it would be so good for me because I love underwater stuff.
Because you love the ocean.
Yeah, I love it. I want to be I want to be consumed by the ocean.
You want to be you want to be all up in the ocean's lungs.
I want to blow up every dam in the world and flood it. Tame Aqua for life.
You're basically Willem Dafoe in The Lighthouse. There's a Lighthouse reference for anyone who's seen that.
For all
That's for you.
For all the house heads in my chat. Wait, no, the people who are into House of D are showing up. No, not you. Wrong house heads.
Dude, some people are really into House of D. It's great. This patient needs more rat bites. You know what I'm saying?
It's the same fucking thing Ava said to me yesterday when they were talking to me about House of D.
It needs more rat bites. Yeah. That's classic. Has to be said.
Yeah, but like my issue with Subnautica is like, you need this item. I was like, okay, where is it? It's in this, and it says it's in this biome. It's like, okay, where's this biome? We don't label the biomes. How useful! I'm back where I started.
Yeah, I think that is a problem that like a significant amount of survival crafting type games have, is that they're wiki games, which means that you need to look up the wiki to learn anything.
Yeah, a lot of survival crafting games have wiki-itis, which I think the root cause of this is Minecraft. When it originally came out back in the day, y'all remember, there was no tutorial, and you had to either watch a YouTube video or go to the wiki.
Statistically speaking, some of y'all might not remember.
There was a tutorial on the Xbox version. I know because I played it a lot.
I'm talking about back in the day before there were console versions.
Downloaded on free. So in like the before times?
Yes.
Who has the time to have played? Who has the time to have played that?
I did.
No.
I was like 12.
I was on
13.
Xbox, and it spawns you in. There's like 3 houses. There's a big Minecraft logo in the sky. Steven knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I also don't think
awesome.
I played Minecraft until Xbox. I think my old computers probably just couldn't have ran it.
Yeah, but like
imagine having computer games
that is the issue.
Box.
It stems from that originally. That's my hypothesis, is that Minecraft did this and everyone's like, well, that's okay then. Obviously, since then Minecraft has course corrected and they have fixed that. Good on you, Mojang. Unfortunately, you are being tried before the hog of game design for what you did. $20 billion.
But now, what about the counter? What about the counterpoint? That
counterpoint?
The point of well, I wouldn't say this necessarily, but to play devil's advocate, one of my favorite things to do. What about people that would say that the point of such games is in the experimenting, that you have to eat all the ingredients in Skyrim kind of thing? figure out what does what. And that's part of the joy of discovery in the games. What about the people that would say this?
I think that's a valid way to approach it. I still think it should be noted down in the game. Like for your Skyrim example, it will say, hey, there's a thing here. And you do the thing, and you discover, oh shit, I've just ingested arsenic. You've learned that now. And it will be
I ate this brick of poison and it hurt me.
Ouch.
I'm in the corner.
I see what you're saying. You want it to be like, okay, you've learned this. It's now noted, so you don't have to like rediscover.
Yeah, if I have to keep
you as a player don't have to remember it.
Yeah, you as the character in the world does. Like, so Minecraft currently does this thing where you pick up items and you get a pop-up for like new recipes for like bits and stuff like that. That's kind of like that. I think maybe like one extra step removed, maybe. I think another issue is, like, it's just very hard to find things. Like, literally, like, when I used to start new worlds in Minecraft, I would spend, like, upwards of 30 minutes just trying to find coal. And this is probably more indicative of a problem where it's, like, it can be just very difficult to find items. I literally have never gotten diamonds in Minecraft.
Wow. Really?
Yes, because my luck was so fucking bad, and I could never find them.
Hold on, I'm gonna whisper to Steven. Steven, didn't Al said she was good at video games?
I think she has said that, right? A lot of times.
She said that a lot of times. She's never found diamonds in Minecraft.
Minecraft isn't a video game.
Do we confront her about this?
Yeah, I'll start.
So what is it then? Follow me. Hold on. Proceed. What is it then?
It's a woke left recruiting tool.
That can't be true. I remember where it's from. Hatsune Miku.
Yeah, listen. My thoughts on survival crafting games could be a whole fucking separate thing. Me on my way to write a fucking my video essay. Survival crafting and games, the downfall of Western society.
I just think my only bugbear with survival crafting games is that it's all crafting and barely any survival. Like what? There's nothing hard about surviving in Minecraft. You literally could survive in like the hole they found Saddam Hussein in kind of deal, right? It's like fucking 4 blocks. You could just be down there because you don't need to drink at all.
Yeah.
Again, you don't even need to see the sun. You could just have like a single like regrowable plot of wheat to slowly make bread. I don't even think you die from starving. I think it just drops you to half a heart. So like the only like there are no outside the game has no external influences to make you do anything. And that always gets me because I'm like, why would I do anything then? Like if I leave, I could die and then my hardcore world's over. But like, I don't know. Like I don't have whatever the sauce is that gamers have. There's like, I'm gonna play this and like, oh, I've got to go do the thing. I gotta go do the thing.
I've set a win.
You know what I mean? Because like the game doesn't make you do the thing. Like
exactly.
It's like you don't have to go fight the Ender Dragon. You don't got to do that at all.
It doesn't even like drop a thread for that. Like story wise, like in the game.
No. That has been always weird. You just have to like find shit, yeah.
Like how the fuck am I supposed to figure out the... Well, actually, this has changed now, but back in the day, how was I supposed to organically learn how to make a nether portal?
Yeah, because nowadays you can find a ruined
You can find ruined portals that are like
showing you.
Yeah,
and you
exactly.
go, oh, I see what they were going for here.
That's organic information being passed to you, the player. Whereas when the thing comes out, it's just like the patch notes, make a fucking rectangle with obsidian, light it with your flint and steel. I understand that the game was in development at that point, right? And that it was not a finished product, so that's just kind of how they had to do things. But like, I feel like a lot of that stuff has negatively affected how survival crafting games are onboarded for players and what is expected of them.
Flint and steel chicken jockey.
Shut the fuck up, Gappy. Anyway, we've dwelled on this long enough. Lord of the Rings: The Third Age, F tier. I wrote fucking like 2,000, like a 2,000 word review on it or whatever. It was a fucking.
Are you sure you're not just a hater?
I am a fucking hater, dude. It's the.
Wow,
I think she is a hater.
I think I am a hater, and I am justified. I know.
I'm a hater and proud.
Damn right, I'm proud. Trans rights, baby. No, like legitimately. Lord of the Rings, the Third Age is a crass homunculus who should be executed on sight.
Wow, you hate homunculi now? That's so fucked up.
Listen,
But what if she's hot like Lust?
Is Lust hot?
I don't know.
It depends what you're into.
She's too conventional. You know who's hot? Anch from Drakengard 2. The woman who had her beauty stolen by her pact beast, apparently. I don't like them conventional. You've heard it here first. Alright. Time for game 50. Still Wakes the Deep, my most recently finished game. I think Still Wakes the Deep is very good. It's just another one of those things where it's very difficult for me to approach it because I lack the vocabulary to talk about horror games. I wouldn't even call this survival horror. I think this is just like straight up navigate a world horror type thing. Like occasional stealth sections.
Gappy.
And then like walking through. You know who is hot? Olivia Armstrong?
You're absolutely correct. Gappy, please proceed.
On a like.
Hold on, I've checked it.
Scale of magnitude, yes. Olivia is hotter than Lust. I will accept that point. But I think Still Wakes the Deep is a B or an A, I think. I want to...
Is she related to the Armstrong guy that does the handshake? I like that guy.
Yeah.
I've like barely ever seen anything about Brotherhood or whatever. Alchemist Man.
Yeah,
Alchemist make Brotherhood.
That's his sister, Josh.
Nice. They don't look very similar.
They're blonde.
They both have that. They both have.
They're both
curl.
blonde.
That's it.
They both. It's not really exact. Well, you know, sometimes siblings don't look like each other. I look nothing like my older brother. He's just a different guy. No one knows how that happened.
Right? But that's the list. Still Wakes the Deep. I'm putting a tentative A because I think some of the visual stuff is very neat. I would probably take issue with like lack of gameplay variety because there's essentially just navigate the world and hide from the fucked up things that are in that game.
That is a lot of horror games.
It is a lot of horror games. So, you know, I mean, there is some...
You ever notice how many horror games are just walking simulators, but they put like a creepy piano in the background?
Yeah,
you think about this? I think about this.
Imposter? Corvid, how dare you? Listen, all the elements of me are here. Listen. Red. Hey, listen.
Red.
Listen, we got
Made
the red
sometimes.
We got the red hair, okay, right?
Made optional.
Important, like, you know, character trait is red hair. We got the here. One second. Let me that we got the ahoge, another important character.
Oh, it's behind
trait.
the maid thing right now.
Yeah,
there it is.
And we also have trans flag. Like, what else? What else is there? What else is there? What else is there that you need, right?
You take those and you add chemical X, and I'm pretty sure. And it just makes sense.
Right? Yeah.
Professor
It's a real. Do you want your own Boco homunculus?
That's his fucking name.
But yeah.
So now we're pro homunculus. I see how it is.
Listen, my thoughts on homunculi are vast and diverse.
Oh, diverse.
Yes. Diversity.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's...
Wait, hold on. Explain that first. Wait, what do you mean? Your thoughts are diverse, and then you just said diverse. So your thoughts are that they are diversity, or you have many disparate thoughts about I'm confused.
My thoughts are vast and diverse on homunculi, which means there are multiple thoughts and they have layers.
You have lots of
like
thoughts.
A cake.
Like an onion.
Or an onion. Or a
parfait.
Or a ogre.
Well, I'd take a parfait. That'd be kind of sick.
I'm glad you finished this tier list, because I have to go eat dinner.
Wow, the dinner eater. That one took a little bit longer than I was expecting, but I did also... I was given some suggestions, and I've had some just sitting around for a very long time. So, let's see. Let's start with something that won't be divisive at all. The video game genre tier list maker.
Oh, banger.
Let's see how... Ooh, we got a lot to pick from. I see. Let's see. Let's take a quick look and look through here and see how they have phrased this, because some of these I would say are should be divided a bit more. We got racing, survival horror, Metroidvania, bullet hell, third-person shooter, rhythm, board games, JRPG, sport, MMORPG, survival, tactical RPG, turn-based strategy, quirky MMO, stealth, puzzle, looter shooter, real-time 3D adventure, simulation RPG, MOBA, action RPG, phone game, gacha, FPS, survival sandbox, tower defense, visual novel / Telltale? What do you mean?
They're not visual novels.
I mean, they are visual novels.
They are visual novels.
Battle royale, fighting, action adventure, open world, platformer, point and click, action shooter, life sim, FPS, RTS, 4X/Civ games, city builder / automator, racing, survival horror. Wait a second. I see. They've re-uploaded it. Yes. Yes. My pizza. Okay, so I see they've like reposted some of these, but it's giving me a good place to start.
Little do you both know, I've already taken the pizza out of the pizza box and replaced it.
You've replaced
There's
it
only a single carrot stick. Yeah, it's okay. It's just a bunch of loose riced cauliflower. Enjoy.
I can't believe Josh broke his vegetarian vow for my fucking stuffed crust pepperoni pizza, light sauce, extra cheese.
I like how you called it a vow. That's pretty sick.
Yeah. Don't you?
Yeah.
What
if that was the thing? Can you? Yeah. Yes. Well, I had to be ordained as a vegetarian.
Yeah. It's like.
Can you imagine if I broke it over some shit like? Go ahead.
It's like the Freemasons or whatever.
It's exact.
At the vegetarian lodge, we go to hang out and we eat cauliflower.
We eat cauliflower. I straight up got a YouTube ad for like the Wisconsin Freemasons, and it really threw me off. I was like, they do ads now? Yeah, they're like, join the Brotherhood, and I'm like, no thanks, but like,
thanks, but no thanks.
I didn't know they did advertisements. It was really funny. Really threw me off.
Yeah. Okay. Racing. I really wish they separated arcade racing from sim racing, because like
those are pretty different.
Right. Because
arcade racing not its own thing, really?
Wow. I didn't see it in here. Or at the very least, I would like them to say sim racing. Well, there's simulation down here, but that's different. But racing, I think, like, I can fuck up a good arcade racing, like a Burnout, like a Forza Horizon specifically. I fuck with that. They're fun. I listen.
How do you feel about kart racers?
I'm not immune to cargo fast. I love a good kart racer. Do you want to play Garfield kart?
I don't. I can't say that I would. Whatever.
I think for perhaps. Me, I'm appointing this one rank of arcade racers. Probably B. It's not a top tier game genre for me, personal. But I really do enjoy one on the occasion. Is Dark Souls a Metroidvania, says Gappy. I do not believe so. Because usually that is requiring like an ability upgrade.
You don't go back enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Or like an ability upgrade to
That's
get
what I
your
would say.
progress. Because all your progress in like Dark Souls, it's story gated, not necessarily an upgrade. Like,
yeah, it's
missiles
story or like
whatever.
a key item.
Yeah.
Like you found the ball sack of Ludolith and you can open a thing now. Like that's not the same as like,
yeah, exactly.
oh, now I can I can now giga jump, and so I can go back to this place where the giga jump was needed to progress.
Are the key items not a substitute for ability upgrades? I personally am of the opinion
They're
that
different
they are
things.
not. Because, like...
They're not the same thing.
I've acquired, like, the Dark Mirror or whatever. The Dark Mirror does not, like, give me a new FP ability. The Dark Mirror is just a thing in my backpack that counts as a check for the game, allow me entrance to a new area. Because the ability upgrades are normally guarded by bosses. Are there ability upgrades in Dark Souls? I don't remember any. Because, like, I think that's the thing that people
Unless you're talking about leveling. That's kind of different,
like,
though.
that's
not
that
the same
I
thing.
would not consider leveling as a thing, because if you are good, if you're a real gamer, if you're really sweaty and stinky, you can just go down to like the bottom immediately.
You can still level 1.
Yeah, like you can do it. If you are good, you can do it. Whereas like in like fucking Metroid, for example, let's take Super Metroid. I'm revealing to the abilities in Metroid guarded by bosses. Yes, but like say that you let me formulate this thought really quick. Symphony of the Night has a leveling system. It does. This is correct. So does some of the Aria of Sorrow and the other Aria Castlevania game. But again, that's something that you can not engage with technically. Because like people have beaten those games level 0. So like in a theoretical argument, leveling doesn't matter. Leveling does matter quite a bit because like most people are not going to just like not navigate through the game without dying. That's just not how it is. However, I think that the items you receive from a boss fight, which allow you to do new things, and an item that just like unlocks a door, or just like, or hitting a story point where, oh, the four lords of Giga fucking now exist. You can go fight them in the areas you've been to already. And you're like, wow. I can't wait
it's not the same thing.
I can't wait to fight Lionor of the Gilded Penis. My favorite Dark Souls.
Pokemon is not a Metroidvania.
Yes.
Dark Souls uses the gated progress of Pokemon, basically. Honestly, Pokemon's closer to a Metroidvania than Dark Souls, I'd say. Because, like, you can get cut, and that, like, opens up a new path, but, like, is an ability that does that. Hold on.
Yeah.
Pokemon's a Metroidvania. Wait, no, hold on, I can't.
You cannot continue down this dark alley.
Yeah, I would say that like I would never classify Dark Souls or a Souls-like as a Metroidvania. I think those are two distinct things. There might be a Metroidvania Souls-like. There probably is somewhere. Like Dead Cells, I think is a combination of those two.
I think you could absolutely.
But those are pretty distinct ideas.
I think you could absolutely make the argument that Hollow Knight is a Souls-like-ish Metroidvania. I think that is a cohesive thought you can have and still participate in polite society. People aren't going to side-eye you for calling Hollow Knight a Souls-like.
No, they would not. I think it's pretty acceptable. But I think there's a reason that people use Metroidvania and Souls-like as separate tags. Because like they're very different ideas. Dark Souls is like, you know, slowly making progress to get to a new save point. And then like unlocking a shortcut so you can, you know, navigate the world more easily. That's much different than you have to like find and upgrade yourself to progress through the world in new ways.
Yeah, because like that's more or less my opinion, is that it is like you are progressing. Yes, your progression allows you to access new areas. Yes. However, I think an ability and like in a Castlevania or like a new missile in a Metroid is different. The intent is different, I think. Like, I can feel the vibes.
Yeah, because one is like a new ability you just have that then allows you, that like almost as a consequence allows you to progress, where the other one is just like the game saying you have the magical thing. It does not necessarily make you any stronger in any way. It just lets you like finding a key to a door is not a Metroid.
It's just not a Metroid.
Like, that's a different thing. There's many games in which you're just like, I've got a key now and I can
because like
I can proceed.
By this thought, any game that gates your progress is a Metroidvania.
That's too unwieldy.
Yeah, exactly. It's like calling any game that has like a leveling system at this point in RPG, because fucking everything has that. Is fucking Gran Turismo an RPG because you can level up? Leveling is just a good way of rewarding the player for doing things in the world. And it's like it's a common language that's shared by a lot of video games, so you don't have to explain the concept of a level up to somebody. Boco. Hello, Blair. Hi. But now that argument is dead and buried, with me as the victor, survival horror. I'm the victor. You cannot say otherwise.
I'm sorry, Gappy. I have to disagree with you there. Ultimately. Listen, you've convinced me of many things, Gappy. Things I'm not proud of you being able to convince me of. But not this time.
I think the next survival horror, I think the way I'm approaching this is just like how eager I am to play a game of one of these. Like, I think survival horror is probably C. It's not a thing I would go out of my way to play myself. But someone's like, hey, do you want to play this? It's like, yeah, sure, fuck it. I'll give it a try. You're my friend. I trust you. I'll come back with updated autopsy reports and evidence. He's updating the damn autopsy reports. Oh, fuck. Survival horror.
Oh, it's really got us now.
Or Seven Mansions, Ghastly Smile. I've heard of Dino Crisis. I like dinosaurs. Maybe I'll put it on my list. I have been aware of it. I've never checked out Dino Crisis though. Oh, hey, look, Metroidvania.
Metroidvanias are bangers. I think it's a banger thing. I think it's so smart.
I'm willing to put Metroidvania up one tier. About Seven Mansions of Ghastly Smile. I've never heard of that one. Listen, I'll be real, like my gaming knowledge is very much centered onto like one type of video game. And like horror has never been like something I've been up to personally, because like I'll know like the popular stuff, obviously, because you know, cultural zeitgeist and whatever. I've played Penumbra. I've played a bit of Amnesia Dark Descent, but like it's a Japan exclusive Dreamcast survival horror. You know, yeah, it checks out. I wouldn't know about that one. The only like exclusive horror that I don't think that didn't get like a translation until later was Clock Tower. And I like the sprite art in the SNES Clock Tower.
And that dude's coming at you with the big scissors, dude.
Yeah, that's Scissor Man.
You gotta watch out for that guy.
Gotta watch out for the Scissor Man.
You gotta be careful, dude. He's coming at you with these. Let me tell you, those scissors. He ain't messing around.
Bullet hell.
So you're really not a Metroidvania. Is what I'm being informed. Because I would easily A rank it myself. If not, is there one above? Oh, there's like triple S.
Yeah, there's triple S.
For me, it's like an S or an A rank. I think it's so clever.
Actually, you might be right. It might be closer to A for me because I have this extra wiggle room because my brain's operating on the previous one still, where we didn't have a triple S. But like, I think I might be willing to just like pop down a Metroidvania for a little bit. But it is not like my big time, like, oh shit, that fucking Scrooge Metroidvania is coming out. I'm going to dedicate 2 weeks to playing the fucking Scrooge one. SSS for Snake.
You gotta get new abilities from the ghosts, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I've no idea about it.
No, I was just saying something about Scrooge. I was trying to make a Scrooge joke. You know, never. I haven't said Nightmare Before Christmas. That's not.
No, it's what is it actually? Christmas Carol. That's the name.
Christmas Carol. That's
Sorry,
it. Yeah.
The synapses.
For some reason I was blinking out.
Thoughts on Symphony of the Night? I've never played Symphony of the Night. I'm not like big on Castlevania.
It's a real banger.
It looks visually very good.
I really like the aesthetics.
I have played Metroid Fusion. I do like Metroid Fusion because it's kind of freaky with it, you know?
It gets a little freaky with it. My favorite thing about Metroidvanias, though, is even just conceptually, it's like, I think it's so clever that the game is like, we want to gate your process, but we're not going to do it by just saying, oh no, this door's locked, you need the key. Like, it's more clever than that to me, to be like, oh, like, you get the ability, because then like you have that moment where you're like, oh shit, I've got the run fast boots, I can go to the run, oh shit, I've got the thing that lets me do the thing. But you don't have to use it just in the one. I mean, they're not all bangers. Some some upgrades still kind of suck, where it's like, oh, this is just you get the rebreather and now can go in water or whatever. Like that's always kind of lame because that's just devolves into a key again. But some of them are just so cool. I think it's a great conceptual idea.
Like punching the wall for shortcuts. Like, cause I don't have a ton of grand thoughts about.
I'm getting chicken out of the wall.
I mean, listen, that entire like Thanksgiving meal that comes out of the wall, kind of a banger.
Looks delicious. Looks tasty. That'd restore my health too.
Like, listen, I don't even like turkey, and I'd give it a try. Maybe it's good. I'll finally experience a turkey that isn't fucking dry.
See, it's very hard to make my brother has spent a lot of effort in his adult life making non-dry turkeys. Of course, he did all this after I became a vegetarian, and I took that personally. But I have it on good authority that he's really nailed it. But it requires him to also smoke the turkey for like 4 hours or something. He's putting a lot of effort into it, is what I'm saying. It's not an easy feat.
But bullet hell, I think bullet hell for me resides on kind of the same mental tiering as like racing does, because it's not something I go out of my way for that often. But like, shit, I'll play a new Toho.
I'll play. You play a Toho.
I'm not.
I'm really bad at bullet hells. I like looking at it, but I don't have the reflexes.
I think the one thing that really hit me that like was like, oh, I kind of understand now, is that the thing I'm looking at is not my hitbox. Usually there's like a small dot or something in the center of it if the game is good and it's communicating stuff to you properly. Your hitbox is actually that dot, and you are navigating the dot, not your sprite, is like the way I think about it.
I see. Interesting. Intriguing, even.
Third-person shooter.
It's a very broad category.
Yeah, it's so broad, right? Fucking like,
because that encompasses like Arc Raiders and Marvel Rivals.
It's like,
and now Overwatch 2.
It's like, am I playing Lost Planet or am I playing Arma? Like, those are.
I almost can't rate this one.
Yeah, because it's just
like you need something else.
Yeah,
some categories are too broad. Like action is too broad of a game category. It's like it is a tag that is useful when there's other tags.
It is how you are like experiencing the game. It doesn't really affect the. I mean, yes, it does affect how you play. It affects how you play the game, but like it is like this perspective of the camera. I know some people like refuse to play third person for whatever reason, but like. I don't think
I have no preference for third. The only game that I don't understand is I don't get how people play Skyrim or Oblivion in third person. Yeah, like, that's insane to me.
They have the
maybe
option.
That's a moral failing, but
they have. I don't get that. But there's like I don't think the games can be played that way in an effective way, right? Especially Oblivion, because like the thing is, like, when they announced third person for Skyrim, they're like, yeah, we know the Oblivion, like, third person was kind of dog shit. We made it better, and it's still bad.
It's still dog shit. Yeah, maybe it's just because of that. Because like I don't know, I've played third and first, and I just don't really have a preference. I mean, I guess I lean slightly like 1 decimal point towards first, just because
Yeah.
I like being more in the driver's seat. But like, I loved Gears of War. That shit was third person.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Gears of War. Oh, Gears of War 3 was so good.
There's a Gears of War remaster coming out on the PlayStation.
Oh my, on the PlayStation. Oh
yes.
God, I hope. Fuck, man.
Shot through the heart and you're to blame. Xbox has no games. They're losing everybody.
It sure doesn't.
It's so fucking funny.
Well, it's because the problem is that they went like, we make more money putting Xbox on the PC. Yeah. So like, we're just gonna do everything PC now. Now it's like all their money is through the Game Pass on the PC. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like I've said it before, like
whatever.
Xbox is the absolute worst console to have on the market.
Yeah,
like I can get my either like Nintendo has exclusives, Sony has its exclusives briefly before they go to PC, but like Xbox, it's almost more of like a home media thing at this point, which I knew was a direction they wanted to go. But it's
a banger out in my living room. They can play Transporter. You put it, you pop the disc right into the Xbox, and Jason Statham, he's there. He's getting oiled up.
He's there. He's kissing that guy underwater to steal his air.
He kissed that guy underwater after he got oiled up. I didn't remember how cool that movie was. I'll be honest. Yeah, a lot of.
But next. Rhythm games.
We're not rating Transporter. We should be. I should watch every Jason Statham movie and make a tier list.
Do I need to search like a movie tier list after we're done with this one?
Be so sick.
But
your big rhythm. I think is polarizing because I
love rhythm games.
Like respect rhythm games, but I fucking. Did I ever tell you about how when I was one of the first games I ever bought on Steam, I was like 16 or something, or maybe I might have been a little older. I don't know the exact year, but I bought Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Oh hell yeah!
I fucking cannot play it. Literally could not, because I have no rhythm at all, so I genuinely could not make any progress in the game, and I was so ashamed I didn't even return it. I just like accepted the L, and so I have Crypt of the Necrodancer is one of my oldest owned games, and I have like fucking 20 minutes played or something like that because I physically cannot.
Crypt of the Necrodancer
is play the game.
Very difficult. Like to wrap your head around. Like I still have trouble with it, and that's why I tended to play the bard character, which does not need to go to the beat.
Yeah, I learned about that guy way after, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, because like the beat is at the bottom, and you're supposed to hit the thing when it's on the heart, right? But it's very difficult, at least for me, to keep my eye on like the visual representation of the beat and the actual like, the meat of the game. Your model looks amazing. Thank you. It's got a lot of things. I like it a lot. Ba ba ba.
It has pockets. Does it have pockets? Probably doesn't have pockets.
Maybe there are pockets like inside the apron. Who knows?
Maybe there's pockets in the apron. Who knows? Says the one person who
knows. Says the person who designed it.
The only person who has any authority to speak on the matter at all.
Yeah. Well, listen.
That's funny.
It's how things go this way sometimes.
Anyways, that's just interesting to me because, like, for me, it's like if I was rating a rhythm game, it'd probably have to be like a like if I was rating rhythm as a category, for me, it's like a B. Yeah. Or maybe I can on this scale, I'd probably give it an A because like I love the concept of Guitar Hero. Yeah. But like I just cannot play them because I literally cannot keep a beat to save my life. It is one of my greatest crosses to bear. I know because I have friends who are like percussionists in like, a high school band and stuff. And they were like, one time when she was bullying me, she's like, you can't do this. And she tapped one rhythm with one hand and a slightly different rhythm, like quarter notes and eighth notes or something. And I was like, no, I physically cannot do that at all. It is absolutely impossible for me. My brain there's something missing up there.
Yeah, like, I mean, I do tend to heavily lock on to, like, music-based rhythm games. Like, I don't 100% lock onto like Cryptid the Necrodancer. Like, I think it's a good game. However, it doesn't press my buttons as much as like a Guitar Hero, okay, Shoot Mania, a fucking Sound Voltex, a Rock Band. You know, those. I've actually noticed I really like rhythm games that have an accessory with them, because there's something so tactile about going. There's something about that. I just, like, clicks my brain. And also, like, I get to listen to music I like. DK Bongo. God, I never played Donkey Konga or whatever. Fuck.
Donkey Konga? That can't be the name.
That might.
I don't know what it is, so I can't correct you. But
is it Donkey Konga? Shit, that's the.
I don't know now.
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah,
because like I've never played with the bongos. As I understand, they are kind of imprecise, but it is Donkey Konga. Thank you, Gappy. I'm glad you're on my side this time. Yeah, because like there's like 1 or 2 games that uses the Konga bongos. Yeah, there's someone I watched who played a fucking kart racer with them. Unless I realized my music has stopped at some point. Oh, it was because probably because I was drumming. But yeah, I've never played those because, like, it's something, all right. I'm on the side of truth. I'm not on the wrong side of truth, Gappy. Okay, board games.
I don't know, Gappy. You say I'm on the side of truth, and yet you're always 1 second away from posting Gandalf with big titties. So, like, I don't... Listen, I'm not here to tell you what your bag is, but I'm just saying you've got a very specific bag, okay? All right? We're all in this wide world together. We're all God's creatures.
I'm thinking board games is just too broad, because I love board games, but, like...
Board games was its entire category, huh?
Yeah, like, are we talking...
Yeah, I don't think
like, are we talking Sorry?
Are we talking Candyland
or Arkham Horror?
Settlers
like,
of Catan?
Yeah, like, those
are we talking about Betrayal at the House of the Hill? We talking about Pandemic?
There's like
Pandemic's
it's so
banger,
I love,
by the way.
Those naturals were a gift from Dolly Parton. I'm sorry. I grew my sorry, Gappy. They were not a handout.
Dolly Parton would be the kind of woman to give out big naturals, though. From what I hear, she's a lovely lady.
That's what I hear too.
But what I've never heard a bad thing about Dolly Parton.
I've heard about her fucking theme park.
Yes. You know what? I had forgotten about that.
Dollywood or some shit, I think is what it's called.
Dollywood. It sure is.
Yeah, we already know where this one's going. It's me. This is my special interest. I love JRPGs. I've learned recently that in E-Cup crazy stuff. Damn, what the fuck? Are you gonna... Who took all the titty? We found the culprit. I've been on E for fucking almost 4 years. I'm not even anywhere close to that. That's crazy.
Yappy, I see that you've added me in the chat, and I'm not gonna go look at it because I know it's gonna be sexy Gandalf already without like even looking. And fine, I'll look at it. But I'm not gonna be happy about it.
We didn't even have to.
I'm not gonna be happy about it. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
There's Gandalf with big titties. Yep. Yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm looking at it.
I'm looking. It's.
I guess I just don't see what your vision is, Gappy. And that's fine, right? We all have
all
our specifics.
Indeed. We all have our vices. Mine are JRPGs.
We all have our vices. And some people's are Gandalf with big naturals.
Right.
You know? And that's... I've played like 4 JRPGs ever. I think I've learned I'm not a JRPG guy. But I do love Chrono Trigger.
There's like, I think with a lot of JRPGs, there's a very big barrier to entry that is having free time. Because they are long games.
That's true. The games do like to assume you have 80 million hours. And I'm like, dog, I've got like 30 minutes before I gotta make chia pudding and go to bed, dude. I do not have time for this.
Yeah, like, I like them a lot, which is why, like, I stream them. It is, like, essentially a motivating factor to get me to to actually finish them because they are such a time investment. Which is like why I was like, this is like a thing I make money from. I can justify me just sitting down for a few hours, like every few days, and just playing a JRPG for a bit. It's also because I have very bad object permanence, and that like extends to video games where I will just completely forget they exist if I don't play for like a day or two. I'm a JRPG enjoyer girl, but I haven't played that many. That's very true, Blair. How is Final Fantasy V go? But listen. I know it's very hard to like actually knock them down and finish them because they are like, I would not hold anything against you if anyone like described playing through a JRPG as a project, because like it kind of is, because you know you're sitting down and you're doing this stuff. It was 4 and it has been clunky. Yeah, that checks out. There's only so much you can do. But sport, that goes to D, because like I don't think I've ever like willingly gone out of my way to play a sports game. Like through Bravely
Yeah, well,
Default.
hold on. Let me throw this one at you.
Okay, Josh.
So, real quick. If we're judging, well, I guess I just need to know: are we judging the genre by what it mostly produces, or what it could produce? Because for every NBA 2K,
are we getting NBA
flop,
Jam?
You have NBA Jam,
or like a Blood Bowl,
like, or exactly like there's like the sport category, right? It has like that Mario fucking Striker game,
okay,
or whatever. It's got bangers. It's got Techno Bowl, but like. It's more of I don't know. I feel like I don't blame the genre for the fact that like fucking 2K Games exists and decides to re-release the same. So like I'd be willing to give it like a C. Like I think that maybe you've got to average them out or something. But
yeah,
that's I think that's where I'm at.
Even those games I don't think really call to me really that much. To be fair, I haven't played them because like sports is like mainline sports, at least in America, are like football, soccer, baseball, and there's the fourth one. None of those particularly
the
fourth one I've forgotten.
The
Hockey,
fourth
the
secret sport.
Those don't interest me on like any level. The only sports I've ever been like particularly interested in are Olympic sports. Like those other ones do get included in the Olympics sometimes, but I'm a lot more interested in like swimming and fencing and martial arts stuff, because those are still sports. They're just have a very different like attraction ratio or whatever. I played through Bravely Default years ago, and the lack of QOL is toughies. Yeah, also playing on Desta's Up is Snelly, probably. I gotta play the Bravely games at some point. I know that remake is coming on Switch 2, but I don't want to buy a Switch 2 right now. Maybe in the future. I did just get told I'm being considered for a promotion, so you know maybe there is a Switch.
Hype City.
Hype City, indeed. Maybe there is a Switch 2 in my future. Switch to a different country.
Switch to a different.
Yeah, but
I just wish they like. I feel like they're not gonna put enough upgrades in that Switch 2 to make it worth it. I can like feel it in my bones. I don't know. Just such a Nintendo thing to be like, here's our new thing. It's like 1% better. Please give us $500.
What do you mean the DS version has a microtransaction system? What the fuck? Square!
That's awesome.
Why?
That's so funny.
God, it's just like Shadow of War all over again. Next is MMORPG. I really liked MMOs when I was younger, because it's like it's me, the kid who had no money. MMOs are free?
And infinite time.
It's free?
MMOs do be free.
Yeah. I don't ask mama to let me use her credit card.
Now, is MMO too broad? Because like Warframe is an MMO.
Well,
Diablo is an MMO.
This is specifically MMORPG. There's an MMO category lower.
Oh, I see. This is MMORPG.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I see it there now.
Yeah, I think it's probably like, for me as an adult now, Fuck. MMORPGs require more time than JRPGs.
They do. Well, we can, yeah, like literally, it's just, I mean, fucking, we don't talk about RuneScape no more.
You know, a RuneScape survival crafting game just came out in early access.
Oh my god.
Yeah, right?
Jesus. Who could ever? Some people could, but who could actually?
Next is survival. Like we had a good talk about survival on the last tier list. We know where I sit.
Listen,
on that
I
stuff.
love survival as a concept. I feel like no one commits to it. I feel like, again, and I've only put like 8 hours into this game or something like that, but the Long Dark sticks in my head because, like, I remember fucking getting a can opener in one run, opening a can of soup, still dying, right? But then the next time I found a can of soup in a different run, I didn't have a can opener, and I had to like have a gnawing pit in my stomach because I realized I needed to bash the fucking can open with a rock, losing a bunch of soup in the process. Like that was a banger for me. Like that's like, for me, that would be like, I don't know. It's, for me, it's like, I just don't know that there's many survival games that I would personally even rate that highly. Because usually it's like, oh, survive, but like you figure out, like I said, the problem is always that you figure out the survival part in like 5 seconds. It's like, all right, and all my needs are met, and now like we're good. Like Subnautica, it's like every survival game is always like, within 1 hour, you're like, and now I can create this obtuse machinery which will allow me to harvest wheat at 0.5%. You know what I mean? Like it becomes like weird automate. It becomes satisfactory. But if Satisfactory pitched itself as a survival game, you would call it an idiot.
Yeah, Bravely Default has microtransactions to refill a resource you don't need that regenerates over real time anyway. Why is there a premium currency in... Why? Square! Let's see. I feel like survival games can work for horror, and otherwise they are kind of explory crafty. Yeah, because like I feel like a lot of times when people do survival, they do graft it onto either horror or crafting, which isn't bad, but it's not.
It's
really
like people don't want to. It's like, I don't know. Is it? Do gamers just not want to actually survive? Because I love that part. I love hardcore Minecraft for like the 1 hour it takes me to like build a house and a farm. Yeah. And then I hate the game after that. But up until that, I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, this is awesome. I got to figure out how to eat and shit. But like, you can always solve it so easily that it drives me insane.
Okay, so it's a less immediately fun experience, IMO. That, you know what, Blair, you might be onto something there, is that people don't want largely to play survival. They want to craft. They view survival as like the chore, whereas people who want survival, it's like survival is kind of like the journey, I guess. It's like
I want to bash open the soup can with a rock.
Thou art Sisyphus, climb the mountain.
I guess so. Who knew? Didn't know that about myself.
It's immediate fun experience, more fulfilling. Tactical RPG. I actually don't particularly care for TRPGs. I tend to...
That's like a Fire Emblem?
Like a Fire Emblem, yeah. I tend to bounce off of them.
I mean, it's not my bag.
I'll come back, but like, I bounce off TRPGs. Like, fucking... Call me a fucking dodgeball the way I be bouncing off that shit. It's just, like, it does not hit it for me. But, like, I would still play them. But, like, they don't hold my attention. Turn-based strategy, that's very vague, but it marries to JRPG for like my favorite like genre of all time, which is turn-based RPGs. Which is like just describing part of how the game functions. I don't know what quirky MMO means. What does that mean?
I have no earthly idea.
I see. We are both confused.
At all.
Add a row below. And then and just do like
Neopets or something.
Is that I guess.
I'll be honest. I have no earthly
I just gotta put
idea.
it in there because like I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to tell me here.
Stealth, I feel like also lands in D for me.
Oh, really? I would rate it higher.
Yeah.
I think Thief is an amazing game.
I've played.
I don't think Stealth necessarily is like a banger category, but like, well, the thing is, I guess for me, part of it is that like I don't mind saving and I don't mind save scumming to like get a perfect ghost run, like in a game. Like I spend so much time saving and reloading in stealth games, and like that has never bothered me. I could see that being really annoying for people that don't want to do that. But I love like being able to essentially splice together the perfect run through save states.
Mm-hmm. There hasn't been a lot of stealth games, not many in a total, not in a long time. What was the last stealth game rather than a game with stealth mechanics? This is a horrible sentence I'm about to say, but the last like big stealth game I remember coming out is Golem. And well, we all know how that went. Yeah, like I didn't play that much of it, so like I don't know how the stealth is, because like before that, I can think Styx, STYX, is like a little Goblin Freak game that's a stealth game. I guess, do we count Hitman as a stealth game, or is that just a stealth, or is it an action game with a large part of it that is requiring stealth? Then there's obviously, you know, the Thief games from like the late 90s, early 2000s, I think.
Yeah, stealth sim games. I mean, yeah, you could.
There was that Thief remaster remake that I heard was not good many years ago.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Sam Fisher is dead.
I miss him. I liked those games, man. I liked running around just bapping guys, being like, "Ooh, listen, I'm very biased. I'm the kind of guy that I played Deus Ex Human Revolution and I poured every equipment mod into one silenced pistol, and then the game made me do a boss fight and I cried because all of my shit was hacking and stealth kill bullshit. I didn't have a single. I was like, I didn't even own grenades. I sold them for cash to buy more upgrades for my one stealth pistol.
Yeah, like, it is, I do think largely the reason why we don't get a lot of stealth games, at least, like, for a Western audience, is that gamers are very impatient.
I think it's because people are impatient.
Exactly.
Because, like, I've watched Swissy or Steven play Hitman, and it drives me insane. Because, like, for me, I'm like, again, I'm spending hours on the one Hitman level to get the perfect run where no one even knew I was there. And then other people, it's like they get seen and immediately they just go into like throwing shit mode.
Loud
and, like,
time.
And that's wild to me. But like I get that. I believe I am in the minority.
Yeah. I guess Mark of the Ninja was an indie stealth game from 10 years ago. Yeah. I was in high school. I remember. That's got like one extra game.
I have returned.
Hey babe, what's the last stealth game you played?
Metal Gear Solid.
Oh. Yeah, I
if
guess
you mean
we hadn't thought about that one.
If you mean the most recently released stealth game I played, I actually don't know.
Probably Hitman.
Probably Hitman.
Yeah, Hitman, I guess. Definitely Hitman then.
Steven doesn't play him like a stealth game though.
Yeah, I do. I mean, okay.
No, you stealth for 1 minute, get seen, and then
About
throw briefcases
50%.
until everyone's dead.
True.
I've seen you play the game. You can't lie to me.
More recently, I've done better at it.
It's okay. Swissy did the same thing.
That still happens, but not always. Like 50%.
It's just like the game has a save function. You know what? I'm not getting into this. I understand it's my burden. It's my cross to bear. That's okay.
Listen, in my most recent playthrough, I did in fact use the quick saves to like do risky things, and if it didn't work, I would reload because that's how presumably you're supposed to play the game.
I don't know about the reload part, but you know. Next one is puzzle. I really do like me a good puzzle game. I don't think it cracks my top, like, my brain loves these, but I really do enjoy a good puzzle game, you know?
My problem with puzzle games, then inevitably there will be a puzzle that the developers are like, oh yeah, this makes sense. But then you run into it and you go, this is the stupidest shit I've ever seen. Like, that has to happen.
Yeah.
That, like, will happen.
Eventually, a puzzle wins against you.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that is a problem. Eventually, like, this happened to me with Portal 2. There's one specific chamber I always, like, I've got to go look this up. But, like when you're, like, fucking going through it, like, fuck yeah, this feels great. And then sometimes you'll just hit a, like, what? This is bullshit. Like, later games in the Room series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like tied into that, I think, we were playing a little puzzle box game a while back. I was playing it on call. Fuck, I had a great time with that. I love puzzle box games.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the one that was not The Room.
Yeah, it's very similar. It reminded me of it. But yeah, I had a great time with that game. Next, looter shooter. I don't know.
I love looter shooters.
Like, I don't know if I like looter shooters or I just like Borderlands, or I guess liked Borderlands.
Warframe is a looter shooter.
Would you call Warframe a looter shooter?
It's a little bit, not a lot. It's because there's a lot of MMO in there too.
Yeah, babe, you've been playing.
It's less of a looter shooter than Bungie.
You've been playing.
Yeah,
Warframe.
I mean, you don't really.
Yeah.
You don't really pick up like new. I guess it depends how you define it, right? Because like you don't really pick up new weapons and stuff as you go. You get parts at the end of missions sometimes, but you're not like constantly swapping the things that you have while you're fighting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's the thing.
Like I would say like fuck, what's that game that we play? Gunfire Reborn is more of a looter shooter, but like I don't think Warframe is really.
Yeah, Warframe describes itself as
Gunfire
Reborn, but I don't know that it's been very looty as much as it's been shooty. Yeah, because like there are mass drops. I agree there if you classify that as a looter shooter, but personally I wouldn't. I would just classify Warframe as a third-person shooter, right? That is highly customizable. I'm not sure where I would. I used to like them. Maybe I popped them in A, because it's been a bit. Okay. Hey, what the fuck is a real-time 3D adventure? What does that mean?
I have no idea. I don't. That's
Banjo and Kazooie.
No.
What do you mean? It's real-time 3D. Is it not 3D? Do you not move in 3 different spaces?
That could mean anything. You're so right. Let's see. Real-time. Let's see. I'm gonna Google this. 3D.
Real-time means not turn-based.
My enemy. Put it in question mark. For adventurous 3D games. Yeah, Google is not helping. This is going into what the fuck is this? Okay, simulation. I am not really a fan of sim games, just like as a whole.
What kind of sim game do they mean? Is the thing though?
Like,
do you mean like city simulation? Because like Thief is a simulation game.
Oh, are you talking?
Like
that'd be immersive sim would be what Thief is.
Immersive sim. Ah, right. That is how they.
Thief, Prey.
Does this not? Does simulation exclude immersive simulation? I guess is that what we're saying?
In this case, will mean management.
Is that what
games
this is
tycoon
saying?
Games. That was what I was thinking. Generally,
yes.
Yeah, because there's.
I don't care that much about tycoon games.
Like it's not a thing I usually go out my way for. Like occasionally on like a blue moon, I'll re-download City Skylines, and then I'll get my ass beat because I'm bad at City Skylines. Immersive sim is a subgenre of RPG anyway. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that makes sense. Speaking of
Sure.
RPG,
I buy that for $1.
I think
I feel like that's got to be too broad, right? Because everything calls
RPG is
itself an RPG.
incredibly broad, but I'm taking this to mean like WRPG, right? A Western RPG, like your Oblivion, like your Skyrim, like your modern Fallouts, you know?
Yeah.
They hit in a different way that doesn't hit as hard as JRPG hits for me. And like, I like them, but like, it just doesn't feel the same to me because generally these are like more open world based games because that's very popular. But it suffers that it can't tell highly specific narrative because like they want you to make your character, they want you to get like immersed and stuff, and that makes it a lot more difficult to tell a narrative that's focused on like character traits and stuff because you know you have to be able to make your own character.
I suppose, but like Dragon Quest is my counterpoint.
Well, that's a CRPG.
What?
A CRPG.
Dragon Quest is a JRPG.
No.
What do you mean?
Oh, Dragon
no?
Quest.
What do you mean?
Sorry.
No?
Apologies.
Fuck
apologies.
do you mean?
Apologies.
Oh, you thought I was saying Dragon Age.
I thought you were saying Dragon Age.
Okay.
Dragon Age is a
Okay.
CRPG.
My counterpoint was just like you were saying that stuff, and I say I would agree, but also there's lots of JRPGs where you play a white like a wet rag of a main character, and there is nothing.
You're right.
That was the point I was making. You're like, it's a CRPG. I'm like, wait, you can't excise all of Hold on a moment.
No, it's not. Dragon Quest is very much a JRPG. My bad. I keep forgetting that it exists.
So who wouldn't, frankly? No.
Divinity Sin is a CRPG, yes.
Kind of who wouldn't.
I mean, I would have played them more of them at some point. But like, yeah, I get where you're coming from there. MOBA. Oh, fuck them. Fuck MOBAs. They make me mad. People are too competitive.
People are too competitive. MOBAs would be an amazing game if not for people that played them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If no one played MOBAs, they would be the best game.
If
you could take out the Mo part.
In Josh's America,
I could just play Buzzed.
Josh's America, every MOBA will be a graveyard.
Dude. Yeah, true.
RTS
Every MOBA dies too. I'm trying to remember.
Describing playing an RTS single player. I mean, couldn't it be closer to playing like a Diablo or a Titan Quest single player? Because I feel like that might be a bit closer. Well, maybe not because of like, you know, the whole minion thing and stuff like that is a bit more difficult.
I'm trying to remember. Because there's some weird things I've played that describe themselves as MOBAs. The wackiest one was Atlas. Oh, God, what's it called? Atlas Reactor. That game was RTS MOBA, basically. Like, you had the grid, and you had to, like, tell your guy how to move, and then everyone did that. And then it happened, like, it was a PvP RTS game. It was nuts. It was so insane. It died like immediately because no one wanted to play it, but it was a crazy idea.
I mean, MOBAs are literally descended from RTS. Okay, yeah, I get that. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, it is like listen. I've done my time in the MOBA mines. I beta tested Smite for a long time. I played a ton of that game. I had fun, but then I became an adult.
Smite 2.
And then fucking Smite 2. I forgot. Yeah, but like it's just
it's their cash cow now. They're not even doing. They're not adding new stuff to Smite 1 really. They've shut down all major development.
And they've shut down most of their other game enterprises too, I think.
Yep. Yeah. High Res is still. Listen, side tangent. My little brother and I used to say this to each other as we played Paladins. High Res was amazing at making a great game and then fucking running it immediately into the ground. They just loved doing it. I don't get it. I understand. Steven, all of your stuff is still out here, by the way, just letting you know.
Oh, no, I'll go fix that.
I don't know if you want it to be here, but it is.
Yeah, because like High-Res I don't know if they're doing a new one. I feel like in somewhere in my brain palace, I remember hearing the words "New Tribes game," but I don't know if I made that up or if that's real or not.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, listen,
I just like saw them do that a lot, where they're like, "This is like Paladins was a good game," and they just like fucking could not figure out what to do with it.
Action.
That was a good game.
I do enjoy an action RPG. I just don't like them being colluded with like RPGs. Or like the issue is when it comes to action RPGs that RPG mechanics are so ubiquitous in like almost everything these days that you could graft the word RPG or the whatever the word for like letters that stand for words. You could graft that onto almost any video game that's made these days, and you could probably have an argument, because some people have argued an RPG is a game that has leveling. Fucking everything has that.
Yeah.
An RPG is a game that lets you decide how to build your character. So many games have that. It's too broad, but of a thing, which is like, well, I have many thoughts. My most fucking like corrosive, aggressive thought is there is no such thing as an action RPG, but I feel like that might upset people.
I feel like you're wrong also.
Name one.
Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
That is not an
really
action RPG.
Today.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Stranger of Paradise.
Well, that's an action game. See? Smile. Anyway,
if I could find a game you liked, but you generally don't.
I mean, I think in the
Drakengard.
I mean, I think in the end, these game journals are incredibly vague to the point of needing huge amounts of additional specification. No, I think you're right. The thing is, there's a lot of cross-pollinating between genres at this point, which is a good thing. I will say there should be cross-pollination and ideas should be exchanged. That way, we don't fucking stagnate and just make boring shit like 2K Sports.
What if we just release the same game over and over forever?
Todd knows about that.
Yes, he does.
Phone game. I don't really play games so much.
That's fucking nuts. Phone game is not a genre.
That's too broad.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to play Cut the Rope?
Yeah,
or do you want to play Raid Shadow Legends?
Do you want to play Disney Solitaire?
Not
a game I keep getting ads for.
Valid.
Do you want to play Candy Crush Solitaire? Is there like a Solitaire thing happening that I don't know about? Because I keep getting Solitaire ads.
Me when I put desktop names as a genre.
I like
you got games on your computer. I love playing console games. I say, anything on a console, I'm playing it.
Balatro is a phone game. I mean, it's a card game.
Slay the Spire is a phone game.
Okay, gotcha. Again, this is not really definition of
very broad.
This is
a monetization mechanic.
Yeah, that's like, it doesn't actually affect it because like you could be anything because like Josh, you have unfortunately dabbled in the Hoyoverse stuff before, and like
sure have.
Frankly. You would say all of them are gotcha games. Yes, correct.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Therefore, all those games play exactly the same, correct?
All those games are the same, yeah. They're exactly the same, actually.
Yeah.
I never... That's the funny part is because, like, even amongst one fucking game company, they're all very different.
Yeah,
because like they purposely made them to be different to try to hit different audiences.
To not eat their own lunch.
Yeah, because one is like, because Genshin is like run around the open world and fucking switch between people to use their ability and then switch off again. And then Zenless Zone Zero is like fucking almost a fighting game in a way. Not really. There's not enough button combos, but it's much more like
It's kind of like
you're in an arena,
fighter?
you gotta kill guys. Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
kind of like those 3D anime specific Naruto games, you know?
Yeah, and then the fucking there's the one that's like an RPG where you like
that's Star
pick
Rail.
things from a menu.
Listen.
Yeah,
I played Star Rail. I think it's a bad turn-based RPG because
probably
like specifically because of how the gacha mechanic has wormed its fucking way into the game design. Because you cannot be rewarded for playing well with your characters because that means you won't spend money. So, like, if you are like, hey, I've taken these, I've explored the weaknesses perfectly, but I haven't, you know, done the grinding for the items, or I haven't rolled the right weakness, fuck you. That was my experience after I got through a little bit of the game. Is like, hey, I'm exploiting weaknesses on every single chance I got, and I am still losing because I didn't grind out, like, my level up item, or I didn't have the weakness, and it felt like shit, which is why I dropped it.
Yeah.
The next one is FPS, which, if we have a third-person shooter as too broad, FPS, by nature of existence, must also be too broad.
You know what I love playing? Games from a first-person perspective. If they're shooting, wow.
Shit, they do be
That's
shooting.
what I'm about. Shit, we do be shooting, though.
Survival
I'm trying to think of two of the most disparate games. Cabela's Big Hunt or whatever.
Yeah.
And Halo.
Skyrim is an FPS. Smiles.
It's also then...
It's not wrong, chat. It is also a third-person shooter.
Overwatch 2 is both these days as well.
Tower defense. I feel like tower defense is like a C-type thing for me. Because, for example, let's take Dungeon Defenders. Probably my favorite, sort of tower defense game, but also an action game. It's very interesting. I like Dungeon Defenders a lot. Or maybe you could take something like, love tower defense, but most of them are very bad. Valid. I think one of my first exposures was Pixel Junk Monsters on the PS3. Which, you know, it was alright. And then, damn, do I know? Those are the, Defense Grid. Those are, like, the 3 ones I've played. And, like, you know, these are alright.
Talking about
Bloons Tower Defense.
Bloons Tower Defense
is incredible.
There it is.
It's a banger, baby.
I have never played a Bloons.
Fucking love Bloons Tower Defense.
I feel like I have, but it was back when they were still Flash games.
Dude, I fucking also that you know what the best tower defense game is, and I'm not even gonna lie. It's the one where you got to stop the ants from stealing your picnic. It was like a Flash game on like fucking Mini Clip or something.
Hell yeah, Mini Clip!
I don't even know what it's. I don't even remember what it's called. But there's like little ants, right? And you got to stop the ants from getting to your. There's like you have like a cake in the corner, and they're trying to get to the cake. And you got to build towers to kill the ants so they don't steal your cake. It is unironically the best tower defense game. Nothing has ever come close, and nothing will ever come close. So. Pack it in, pack it up, cancel the genre.
Visual novel Telltale. I feel like, for me, unfortunately, due to my attention issues, it's very difficult for me to play through one. Especially, like, I tried Danganronpa, three times. I would love to play through it, but my fucking focus is so shot. I think the way that would work for me playing through a visual novel is to take the of the devil approach, where it's doing like chapters as individual things, I just like, hey, you can sit down for like 3 hours. You can read through this and do like this case. It was like, great. That was great. I had a fun time. And I don't know what is like differentiating it in my brain. Is it because it like largely reads it to me? Do I just want an interactive audiobook? Is that what is happening?
Possible.
Maybe. I do love audiobooks.
I'll be honest. I kind of don't. I'm kind of low opinionated on visual novels. I don't think they're like a cardinal sin, of course. I just don't. In my brain, they're in the same spot as like walking simulators. Where I'm like, I don't get this as a concept.
Well, I mean, I guess that's
I'm like,
fair.
seems like you just wanted to do like a motion comic. You can just do that.
I mean, like, they are novels with visuals. Oh, they're picture books.
They're picture books, dude.
It's a visual novel and a fighting game. That's the interesting thing once you get to visual novel, because like a lot of people will view visual novels as just like images with words, right? Whereas a lot of them do have a separate gameplay mechanic in it. There's one that's, oh fuck, it's like Kix or something. QIX was a like NES game where you just like slowly try to cut out a picture. There's one like that. There's, of course, you know, Zero Escape, my favorite visual novels, which have the whole escape room game mode in between visual novels, and of course the choices that lead to different endings. Then you have Ace Attorney, which is like investigations and the court scenes, and you Danganronpa, which is very similar to that. It's like, it is like, it's kind of more of a medium thing. Like, this is the way I am choosing to communicate my narrative to you outside of, like, quote-unquote gameplay. It's weird. I don't want to... It feels weird saying that. I feel like Zero Escape, Danganronpa are a different genre from things like Umineko. Okay. I think you got some ground on that take there, Blair, actually. That makes sense to me, because, like... what would you call that? Like a hybrid visual novel or something like that? Or like a completely different thing, like divorced from visual novel as a label?
Like, there is game in those games.
Yes.
Whereas sometimes there is not game in a visual novel. Sometimes it is just a book with pictures of anime women.
You mean like without choices as well?
That's reductive, but you know what I mean.
You mean like minus choices?
But it is usually anime women, isn't it? It's fascinating. Yeah.
Well, because it's. I mean,
it's why ever Western animated men?
Because like I think like because the difference is, oh fuck, I think it's kinetic visual novels, the ones that don't have choices. I might be actually remembering that completely wrong. That might just be how the text is displayed. Because like, yeah, there is like a certain thing where it's like, I am kind of just reading a book, and that's fine. That's not a bad thing. But like, I do think the choices has. I would describe
some visual novels.
I would describe Danganronpa as a puzzly game that happens to be dialogue heavy. You know what? You're right. I think you are correct there.
You know, sometimes like a visual novel, right, is essentially just like the game that you can play via a DVD. What? Like you never played games on a DVD? On your TV screen?
Nah.
Some DVDs let you play games.
Oh, you like in the special features menu, and you grab the remote, and you press buttons to poorly time things.
You press buttons. Yeah. That's a visual novel.
I mean, I guess it's to, like, different tastes and degrees and stuff. I need to play more to, like, have a proper thought of it. Battle Royale.
Fortnite.
Were it not for all the players, it would be a banger concept.
I'm trying to debate where I want to put this. Is this a C or a D thing? Because I feel like I only play Battle Royale games as a social activity because my friends like them. Because, like, I don't go out of my way to play Danganronpa. I don't go out of my way to play Danganronpa. Battle Royale is
my favorite Battle Royale.
Battle Royale roguelike would go hard. Like one based off the book?
Yeah, it would.
That would go hard, actually. I wanted to make a Battle Royale game when I was, like, in high school and I read the book the first time. And I wanted to be highly accurate, and it's like, oh, the deployment will take literally hours. But I think for me, it probably lands in a D for me, because like I don't mind them, but it's nothing I'm going out of my way for. Fighting. I feel like fighting's kind of a C for me now, because like I've been distancing myself from competitive games as like a concept more and more, because I tend to get very frustrated very easily if I lose, and I don't like losing, and I also don't like being mad or frustrated. But like I do still like a fighting game. It's just a difficult balance of my brain emotion and the fun, right?
I could see that.
Yeah.
I'm just bad at button combos. I'm so dog shit at fighting games. Cause here's a bold take: fighting games are just rhythm games.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Your trans fighting games is in your blood. You deny your weapon its purpose. Listen. Here, listen. I asked to loop the soups and got a perfect in a fight by doing it, and they were mad at me.
Yeah. Would you not have been mad had I done the same to you? You would have stopped playing. I kept going.
Well, that's that's a different question. That's a crime being done to me, not me doing a crime that I was enjoying.
Me reaping versus me sowing ass.
What are you talking about?
It's really good.
Jetstream Stram is disappointed in you? That's fine. I don't care about that guy.
Yeah, he's Brazilian.
Wow. Okay. Well, Josh, what does that mean?
I don't even know.
He can
I just
double
like
jump?
saying stuff. He can double jump. That's why.
Well, no, that means he can shoot lightning. Get on the fucking.
That's
mountain.
also
right.
true.
Well, that's also
No,
true,
they can
yeah.
do both. I'm pretty
They
sure.
can do both.
Because
Damn.
Jetstream Stam. Well, they can do one or the other, I think.
I see.
Blanca cannot double jump, but can shoot lightning. And Jetstream Sam can double jump, but cannot shoot lightning.
I see.
You have to pick a skill tree at birth.
Dude, reaping
Yeah, you
ass
got it.
sounds just as awesome as sewing ass. That's how children happen, Cappy.
I don't think it is. Because listen, the ass doesn't, well, hold on. I'm not going to get into it.
Jetstream Sam can air dash too.
You can air dash too. Oh my god, just like
fucking
Celeste.
struggle, Sam.
I feel like Blanca can probably also air dash, depending on the game. I guess I've never played a Street Fighter. Is there air dashing in Street Fighter?
Street Fighter is like really heavy, at least from when I played 5.
Usually not. Like it depends who you are. Like you can play Dalzim and he barely ever touches the ground at all.
Blanca
At
balls
least
and
in
air dash.
Street Fighter 6. Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Usually there's
about
like
6.
a move that lets you do it.
I'll start caring about 6 once they put poison in it.
Poison.
Poison. Okay, action adventure. We kind of touched on this earlier. This is such a broad term.
That doesn't mean anything.
Very broad category.
If my argument,
I'm having an adventure right now.
My argument that like RPGs, like action RPGs become too broad. Fucking action adventure is broader than the fucking universe.
I think you'll find she can do that.
I
Gabby.
did.
I'm
But,
sorry
I mean,
to tell you.
I
She's
kind
the
of-
one in the driver's seat right now.
I kind of put it there before we had like the conversation, because like I don't think they're bad.
You know what?
It's just
to
how.
spike Gappy, move it down to F. No,
Well, let me put it right next. Let me put it in broad really quick.
We're gonna get into a fucking, I don't even remember what that fool's name was, but the guy who made it like almost all the way through my tournament because he was just up against people who I knew wouldn't beat the other guy.
Action
We're getting into that territory. Careful.
Action adventure is such a useless term. Yeah, it like I like to think of it meaning like this is kind of more to like movies and stuff like The Mummy or Indiana Jones. I like that stuff, but like action adventure could literally be anything. It's a nothing burger. It's white bread of a description. It means nothing. Open
it really
world,
doesn't. It's
open world is also too broad.
Open world is too broad. Open world what?
Yeah, like, are we...
What am I doing in the open world?
Is this Skyrim, or are we playing Just Cause?
Am I playing Skyrim? Am I playing Journey? Am I playing...
Platformer, however, fucking love platforms. A good 2D platformer? Mwah.
Platformer's pretty sick. I'm so dog shit at platformers. I love them so much. I'm so garbage at them.
Mario Odyssey's really good.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Hat in Time is fantastic. Point and click, which is just like an adventure game, but this is just like a medium for how you interact with it. I think that sets itself in too broad, right?
That's it. I'm trying to think of the ways a point and click can differentiate.
Colloquially, point and click.
Are FMV games in here?
I don't think so, but those would probably be point and click, I imagine.
Is JRPG in here twice?
There's lots of these.
Is FPS in here 3 times?
Listen, they fucked up a little bit when they made this one, okay?
they fucked up. Because because the thing with like point and click is I'm trying to think of like, so I feel like point and click encapsulates quite a lot actually in a weird way, because it's like
everything is.
It's not only how you interact with the world. Well, no, I'm saying like when you play a point and click game, it's like it's gonna. I'm trying to think of a point and click game that isn't like
an adventure
pick up
game?
the item, right? Put it in your inventory. Use items.
I know what
progress.
they mean is like a King's Quest or like a Carbon San Diego.
But like the thing
is, but like, is there a point and click game that is not that? Does that even exist?
I can't think of one. It's Kid.
That's what I'm saying. I think
it's Kid Pix, a point and click game.
I think point and click is not too broad. Is what is the thesis of my statement.
If you read it surface level, this is how I interact with the game. Too broad. Danganronpa is really is partially a point and click game. You know, it's kind of right about that though. FMV is kind of a media that's in the game. May as well put pixel art on here. Yeah, but like if we are,
we should rate it F. I hate pixels. I never want to look at them again.
You say this as I'm debuting my pixel art model.
Oh no! I forgot.
Yeah, but I think point and click for me. I mean, point and click is just kind of a precursor to is like the American or the Western, I guess, to be more broad, because I think a lot of those games are European. Like counterpoint to visual novels, because I think Telltale is actually a point and click game, but they could also be visual novels, just like in general, right? I think these are all the same. They're just wearing different hats.
You're breaking my mind a little bit right now.
Point and click, but like King's Quest. That's what we had to. We just
said that.
I'm assuming Gappy is decent. Action shooter. I do like a good action shooter.
Do they have arcade shooter on this list?
I'm saying my brain is thinking action shooter is arcade shooter, because those are very similar.
Is arcade shooter? Fuck yeah, banger.
Bangers.
Quake.
I don't because like
Bangers.
I don't like the slow and methodical shooters. I don't want to play a military sim game. That's not my bag personally. But can I fucking double jump? Can I air dash in this shooter? Fuck yes, I can. Let me fucking grenade jump and I'll 360 your ass.
Movement shooters are pretty fun.
Yes.
Ever played Severing Steel? Is that the name of that game? Got it for free on Epic. It's a real banger.
Action shooter equals arcade shooter equals rail shooter. Or is it something else? I think.
Oh, rail shooters. I don't like.
I'm thinking on-rail shooter is a different gameplay action than an arc. Oh no! I think I see the point you're seeing there. Is that a lot of rail shooters are shooters that you would play in an arcade, like your Time Crisis. Dude, Time Crisis is a banger. If that's what you're saying, I can 100% see where you're coming from. Then I would have to say, what I'm referring to as an arcade shooter, like a non-realistic, not simulation, like, bullshit shooter, is a different game from an on-rail shooter, because you have your freedom of movement and that affects stuff, right? So I would say they are different. Like, what kind of shooter would you play in an arcade that's not a rail shooter? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. I was like, oh shit, it's kind of spitting there. That makes sense. Unfortunately, words. Words. They have meaning. Unfortunately. Life sims. So I'd say what Life Sim is kind of like a Harvest Moon, a Stardew Valley type thing, right?
Oh, I see.
Are we in agreement with this?
Sure. Yeah, I could do that.
I'd say.
Or is that?
I'll play those for a little bit, but like, I don't like super lock into them. Not as much anymore, anyway. Okay, FPS is back. Is that a dupes? A dupes.
Dupes.
Oops. Okay. FPS.
Named the wrong thing.
I did name the wrong thing. I don't know how this website works. There we go. RTS. I love me in Age of Empires. I love me a Conquest, Frontier Wars. I'm so bad at those games.
Yeah, same.
I think I play for like a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna get its jaws on me. It's not gonna seek its fangs into my neck. I'm not gonna bleed for the RTS. However, 4X, like Civ games, I love Civilization. Civilization's really good. It's just like, I can relax, I can just fuck around. Oh fuck, I've been invaded because someone got mad about my culture bomb again. Fuck you, I'm not militaristic, go away, let me build my culture. I'm sending my archaeologists into your country for your dinosaur bones. They belong to me.
They're my dinosaur bones.
Those dinosaur bones belong to me and me only.
I didn't realize you were the Royal British Museum.
I'm not British. Not to my knowledge.
Are you sure?
Not to my knowledge, anyway. I only know 2, like, ancestor chains, and that's Cherokee, Native American, and Germany. Those are the only ones I got. Maybe, I think Holland might be in there. Check again. What do you mean, check again?
What do you mean, check again?
You should probably re-roll that, yeah.
What does it mean by that? Hi, left the model. Hello, sheep. I'm glad you like the model. It's good. It was worth the investment. I have to go. Have a good day. City builder slash. Wait, you won 32nd British while you weren't looking? No! Wait, when did you do this? This would explain the time when I said windscreen instead of windshield without being prompted. This would explain a lot of things.
This would explain why you keep yelling "cunt" like that.
Yeah. I mean, I do. Well, that's because it's funny, Josh. You see? It's entertaining. I also do say "in it" a lot.
You do say "in it."
Listen, it's a vocal stem, and it's easier to say, isn't it? There's so many. I say
it's a vocal stem. The British waif says as she slowly descends into urchin status. I see you. I see you out here.
A catmate, kind
Fucking
of.
Oliver Twist ass.
We've got. It's cat dog. Look, there's a tail. See? Whoa.
The tail, a thing cats don't have. I know what you're saying, but
I know, I understand how that reads, but this is not what a cat's tail looks like. It's the British.
Like at least one cat with a big furry tail, right?
Fair,
do Maine Coons have tails like that? They're big bastards.
Not that big. I had one. His name was not.
I don't know that much about Maine Coons. I don't know that much about cats. I'll be honest. I don't know why I'm like that. This is no knowledge.
Okay, bye. Bye.
I don't know. I'm a dog understander. My dog, I get it. Cats,
dog comprehender.
The dog comprehender is logged online.
city builder / automator, I think is probably like that might be closer to D.
City Skylines.
Yeah, those like games. I wish I was good at them. I wish I understood them, because it seems like it would be fun if I understood how the game functions, but I just like I can't parse it, you know?
My problem with those is like they seem to boil down to like if you really want to get good at them, it's like it feels like those are the kind of games where you end up being like, okay, guys, we have to build 20 of this one building because it's the most efficient thing to do. And there we go, we win. Like, I'm placing down crates because it adds to my decoration score of my amusement park. And it turns out all I need to do is just stack crates in a big pile, and boom, there we go. We've maxed that out.
Yeah, and that doesn't sound exactly like, to me, that doesn't interest me as a mechanic, right? Like, once you get to that point. I also watched that video. What? Huh? Oh, the crate video.
Also, that video. Great video. I'm being a bit ambiguous. At least that's the one I'm. It's a good video. You just stack them all right in a big tower.
Oh, okay. We've reached new ones. Idle game. I do.
New ones. I think I fucking despise idle games with a burning passion. Just go outside. Fucking. I don't know. They make me lose my mind. I don't get them at all. You're not playing the game. What do you mean the game doesn't get played?
I kind of like idle games from the few times I've played them, because like I like having a chore to do sometimes, but not all the time. I can do a thing as it just does stuff. I kind of like that. Like, I guess I'm mentally putting this into the clicker type games and viewing that as an idle game, and I do like those. Those are kind of fun for like a week or two. But like, it's not gonna be like, I gotta get a new one. Auto Battler, isn't that the same thing?
No, auto battlers usually have a lot more going on because you build between. This is like TFT and Hearthstone Battlegrounds type stuff. It's auto chess is what it mostly stems from. So it's you have to like build your shit in between rounds usually.
Oh, okay.
Like, I've never seen an auto battler that doesn't have that, so
yeah,
I still don't like these that much because, like, essentially, the way they boil down to is essentially you do a lot of effort to build a big bag of dice, and then the game rolls the bag of dice and tells you if you win or lost.
I see. Yeah,
that drives me insane. But some people really like them.
I don't think that would be my speed personally. That sounds frustrating. Roguelike, which I assume will also include roguelites.
There's no fucking way she puts this above legacy.
I can occasionally like one, like the Toho one.
This is the best fucking genre, and I will fight. Alice, I'm approaching your door.
No, I'm working.
I'm coming in. I'm gonna break it open with a. I probably don't even need to break it open. But I'm gonna do it anyway.
I mean, I don't lock my office door usually, but like,
perfect. The lock wouldn't stop me. I would force myself through the wall like the Kool-Aid man.
Probably could just like, if you hit the door hard enough, it would probably just explode into a billion pieces.
Yeah, but that decreases the value.
Right. You
of
could
his
also
house
just like.
Later.
No, you can put in a new door.
I do gotta get new doors anyway.
I assume at some point he will.
Yeah,
but
the doors
like
in this house are fucking dog shit.
Like, the thing is, roguelike as a concept, like a vague concept, isn't really anything because fucking take Soup's latest obsession, Blueprints, and like probably one of the more popular roguelikes ever made, like Binding of Isaac, and tell me these are the same genre. They're not.
It's true.
It's a structuring for the game.
Yeah, roguelikes are very broad. You should just put it in too broad then, so I can stop having a brain aneurysm.
Because I think now that we've thought about it, that is It's just how the game works is like a different thing from like the actual concept. Like, you could play like Binding of Isaac, and you could probably just put it into like shmup, I guess.
Binding of Isaac is a shmup, and Slay the Spire is a card game.
Yeah, Slay the Spire is a card.
And Blueprints is a visual novel.
Walking simulator. I don't think I've really.
It's a walking simulator.
I don't think I've ever played one, actually.
You've never played What Remains of Edith Finch?
No.
Damn, that's great. I personally don't like walking simulators. There's nothing like offensive about them to me. I get why they exist. Lots of horror games are just walking simulators, but with a spooky violin in the background. I've said this before. And like, there's nothing bad about the genre. I just think that it doesn't. I don't know. For me, they're like visual novels.
When you're going for a video game.
But for me, walking simulators and visual novels occupy a very similar brain space where it's like, it's almost, I don't know how to even say it. It is a video game, clearly. It's still interactive media, but it's like the least amount of interaction you can have.
Okay.
Like, it feels weird to me to be like, I want this to be an interactive experience, but also I want it to be as little interaction as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't get that personally. Not that you need to like max out interaction per se.
No, because I think we both know that like max interaction is bad because, you know, how many combat barks do you want in a second?
All. Never stop. Actually, if the characters stop talking for even like a 1/10 of a second, I turn off the game and shoot my console.
I shoot it with my kitchen gun.
Kitchen gun. You want to Gex it up? No! No, I don't want to think about Gex right now. No.
Gex.
When do you want to think about Gex?
I would rather think about
I'm always
Bubsy.
thinking about Gex.
I'm thinking about Gex's gay wife, Bubsy.
Say Gex.
You want to play Gex? Is that what you want? Go play Higurashi and develop some culture. Blair, I have Higurashi Chapter 1 installed on my Steam Deck, and I played a little bit of it a while back, because I definitely forgot where I was several years ago. Premarital or postmarital Gex? Gappy, is it premarital if the marriage is never intended to happen? Think about that.
Yeah, technically.
Take that to bed with you. But
everything is premarital if you just don't get married.
If you never get married, it has to be premarital, but it can't be postmarital.
Well, I mean, if it's premarital, it implies the marriage would happen at some point, right? If the marriage would never happen, it's not premarital. I've seen the first Secrets in Higurashi. No, it wants you to read, Gappy. You have to read the visual novel. I will destroy the institution of marriage. Based! Or alternatively, we need to heavily revise it. Actually, no, let's tear it down, make a new one that allows polyamorous marriages. That's all I want, okay? Just let me marry.
I know it's not exact. I know it's different, right? Because it's specifically like polygamy.
Yeah.
But it is weird that you agree with the Mormons on one specific issue.
Well, the polygamy and polyamory
Fascinating.
are different.
This is like when I went to the weird freak expo. What was it called? It wasn't called the freak expo.
What do you mean the weird freak expo?
No, hold on. I can't remember what it was.
They were displaying
a
me
curiosity and oddities place, and I saw lots of dead animals, and I pointed at the taxidermy dead animals, and I looked at my friend who's a witch, and I was like, oh my god, you guys like these too? Just like my Midwestern father? That's crazy that this is the Venn diagram of goth alt people and Midwestern dads is dead animals on the wall. That's insane to me. I'm still not recovered.
You're actually creators working on Silent Hill. Yeah, I heard about it when that happened. I haven't really played any Silent Hills either, but like I'm happy for those people. The Freak Expo, Josh, that was a pride parade. Yeah, polygamy refuses women autonomy and polyamory.
Right, I know polygamy is bad, but for the sake of the joke, I have to pretend they're the same.
I see.
I'm not gonna apologize. I can't. But
Cis man doesn't apologize. What a surprise. Party games.
Hey, I'll have you know I'm cis and het.
I'm sorry.
And white.
I'm sorry for erasing your culture, Joshua.
Thank you. It's very important to me. My culture is very, very important, I'd say. Not knowing what I even am outside of German. My dad once got really angry when I asked him if we were anything but German in our heritage, and he said, "No, my sisters tried to convince me we were also French, but we're not." And I don't. I think my dad hated the French. No, it wasn't a thing. He did hate the French, like a lot, actually. Anyways,
in hindsight,
what were we talking about?
Party games. I think it's like a C. I enjoy a party game.
Mario?
Yeah, like Mario Party. Boom Blocks. You remember
fun.
Boom Blocks?
I think the only downside to party games is that inevitably someone gets mad.
Yeah.
Like there are probably some grand boops where it doesn't happen, but I think that's very rare.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I've never been mad at a party game. I say lying.
Do you know how many calls I've sat in while fucking you have played against either or Swissy and Alice in a party game or a fighting game, and I just wait patiently for the rage to begin?
It
will happen every time. It is mildly harmed. I say on repeat. I repeat that between saying divorce court.
Yeah, I have heard that like Silent Hill, once it hits like subtitles, are kind of not good. One of my friends, friends/acquaintance, I haven't talked to them in years since like the Modica speedrunning Discord had activity. I know she does/did like Homecoming, Silent Hill Homecoming speedruns. But yeah, I've heard that they are not great. Multiplayer survival horror, Dead by Daylight, etc.
Oh,
I don't know what it is about Dead by Daylight, but holy shit, it gets me like angry. It gets me mad. It gets me heated. I wanna hurt somebody, Batman. I'm going to hurt you, Dead by Daylight. Why do you exist? I don't like you. It was not fun. I died to bullshit. I don't like dying to bullshit.
Yeah, but just think, when it's your turn to be the killer, it's gonna be so much fun.
Is there multiplayer survival horror games other than Dead by Daylight? Evolve, which you can't play anymore.
Evolve. Well, that's just asymmetrical.
Yeah, asymmetrical.
That's not really a horror game.
The Friday the 13th game, which service has been shut down.
Which is shut down.
DVD is the best one, and that's why it's the only one that isn't dead.
I think Identity V is that same gameplay loop, but I've never looked at it. Other than like occasionally, like one or two people I follow on Twitter are like really into it, and then I'll see it and it's like, damn, this is like heavily stylized, and I don't know anything else about it.
So, do you think? Hold on.
I don't think. No.
Wait, you guys don't know much about DBD.
We've played it once or twice.
A little bit, but not that much.
You play it once or twice. Great. Yeah. Would Joker would he main the clown, or would that be too on the nose?
I think that's too on the nose.
Do you think
is there a silly goofy killer who kills in a really specifically annoying way?
Oh, you know,
you're gonna have to be more specific.
That's a good point. DBD, Evolve, etc. are asymmetric multiplayer horror-themed multiplayer games, but multiplayer survival horror could also include content warning repo or such, right? I think you're making an excellent argument there. This should probably be split into asymmetric horror versus multiplayer survival, which would, because like I would say like content warning, repo, like those types of games are definitely a different gameplay style from an asymmetrical horror game like DBD Evolve. But like I think they still I would probably put Evolve and DBD in D where it is right now, and Repo and Lethal Company and the like in C, because I will play those games if people ask me to. I won't go out of the way for it for myself because I'm not that into them, but like if it's a social activity, yeah, sure, I'll play it. But like otherwise, it just kind of exits my brain. yeah, that's our tier list of game genres. I think I'm probably gonna wrap it up here because I've exhausted my water, and I have like 3 hours left before I wanted to end. And I don't think we'll be able to get through one really quick unless. Okay. Well, no, okay. I'm gonna make an exception. One more tier list. Months.
Okay.
Okay, listen, we can speedrun this one. I'll start with the months I hate the most. February, November. I fucking hate those.
Black History Month, huh?
Shut the fuck up, Josh.
God, I was actively drinking.
Names or qualities? I'm going by, like, the associations I have with them. So I think that's qualities, technically. I like October. My birthday's in October. Wow. So is Halloween. Let's see.
May. Josh's birthday is in May.
True. August, both bottom tier.
September. My birthday is in September. But also 9/11, so you have to knock it down a little bit.
What do you mean by that?
But also 9/11.
How many 9/11s was your birthday?
-5?
You gave back
What?
5 9/11s
-6.
worths to America? Damn. Okay, so let's start with January. I think
I don't like January.
it's like
January
COD
sucks.
still.
January kind of sucks, especially because of the climate that we live in.
I think, let's see, March or April is probably like B or let's see, March can be B.
I give March a
April's
B.
Yeah, because it's starting to get
April's
warm.
an A.
April,
I mean, if April's an A, then May has to be an S.
you think so? Yeah, I'm just trying to like.
I think
but
so.
Then it gets to
I think-
June and July, which it's hit the heat, right? So
Pride
June and
Month?
July. Then August is cooling down. And
I feel like August is usually hotter than July.
Would you want to flip flop them then? It's cooling
I
down.
would. September also's got apples. Apple
Okay.
cider.
I think
Delicious.
I'll take a B.
I think
Or
this
an A.
is it. Cause like my main like lock on is like I don't like it really hot. I don't like it really cold. Unfortunately, I can't move
Unfortunately, we
anywhere.
live in the Midwest, so you kind of get both of those here.
You want to know? So I agree with the parts of this. I like fall and May. Or
Yeah.
Fall and spring are like my are the seasons I like a lot.
I like
But,
hoodie
like,
weather.
You know what my favorite month has to be? It's bold. It's brash. It's not bold at all. It's the most basic choice I can make. It's December. I love Christmas. I fucking love Christmas. That shit is
Christmas
awesome.
is all right now.
I hang out with my brothers. We watch well, and my sister, and we watch Die Hard. I say it like that because I keep forgetting that it's my brother has been married to my sister-in-law for like 7 years, and somehow I forget to include her. Like mentally, I don't get it. Like, she's
Doesn't
always
count.
there. I don't know. I think I'm just too slow. My brain, it moves at the speed of a glacier. But I fucking love Christmas.
You'd be a great character in like a Christmas movie.
I think I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Sure.
what's kind of fucked up,
So-
Josh, is that I'm kind of like right now thinking to myself like, I've got to stream like 25 minutes. I probably have time for a walk, right?
It's finally begun.
But yeah,
Ironically, I don't have time for a walk tonight. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that unhinged?
I will wrap us up there. Thanks. I'm honestly surprised that we only got through 3 tier lists in 3.5 hours. But you know what? We had some good conversations. I got to
Happens.
show off the new model. No, it's fun. I had a good time. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you tomorrow for more debut stuff. Ava's going to teach me to play 40k, and then we're going to play Monster Hunter Wilds because it's Thursday. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. CST again. Bye-bye.